All right, y'all, you asked for it. Today, I'm going to be compiling all of my spring and summer content to create one ultimate summer playlist. This is going to be all of the warm weather vibes. We're going to go thrifting. We're going to bring some beautiful pieces into our homes to decorate and make our place feel patriotic and fun for summer. I'm so excited to spend today with y'all. If you're just moving around the house today, go ahead and put this on and let me keep you company while you're doing some cleaning or whatever. I cannot wait to spend the next couple of hours with you on our huge summer marathon. Hello everybody and welcome back to my living room. I'm getting started in here today, but we're not going to be focusing so much on this room just because we've done a lot in here for spring already. But I am going to be going down into our basement. I'm going to be pulling up all of our spring decor. That means like all of my blue and white plates, all of our florals, and we are going to be making this look like spring threw up. This is my parents' dog. His name is Bo. You guys will probably see him around here. He loves to be loved, I'll say that. Anyway, we're babysitting him this week, and so he's gonna be around with us. So yeah, I don't wanna waste any time. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've kind of been going back and forth about this tablecloth. It has this kind of frilly edge, which I think is kind of cute and feminine for spring, but there's something about a covered table that almost seems a little bit warm to me. So I think I'm going to remove this, and then I would like to work on this picture of flowers that I have. A lot of these are dying for sure. So we're gonna go through these and make it look a little bit cuter, maybe move it to a smaller vessel. Okay, so I don't know what these purple ones are, but they stay this purple for forever. So I actually do like to keep these for drying for the summertime. I might hang these up in our kitchen upside down because they will stay this vibrant through the whole year. I'm noticing that these are staying really green and vibrant, so I'm gonna keep some of these as well. These are just cheap little Sam's Club flowers that Josh gets for me on a fairly regular basis, which is super sweet. The funny thing about these is that I actually prefer most of these flowers dried than I do when I first receive them. I'm gonna put these two little purple ones together and kind of make a little bundle of these as well. And I'm gonna set these to the side for now, and then we'll wind up hanging these in the kitchen here soon. And for these were the best looking of all the ones that were still left. I think I'm gonna chop these short. I'm gonna put them in this little vase, and then we'll place this in our kitchen. I'm also gonna go ahead and pull off all of these little dry leaves. They are giving away that these are not the newest. Okay, I'm kind of regretting these green ones. I feel like there's not enough green in here to make it look right, so I'm just gonna take these out altogether. And we'll just stick with all white. And there you go, we're gonna get another week out of these. I don't know what happens to me every spring, but I can get a little bit ambitious with our family calendar. I mentioned on my Instagram recently that I spent 3 hours the other day going through my calendar, figuring out all of our plans and fitting in work in between everything. There's a lot on there. In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out how to keep all of our flowers alive, how to get to all of our softball games we're going to. I have everything coming up for this big retreat. I'm picking up people from the airport. I'm picking up flowers. I'm getting stationery printed. I am trying to make magical memories with my kids. And in the meantime, my brain is becoming the storage closet for like all of the information for everybody's lives in this household. For some reason, I seem to be the only one that knows what's happening all week, every week. Thank you to Skylight for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm gonna show you guys the new one that we got. It's in the perfect place in our house. This is the Skylight calendar. It's basically become our home's central hub for everything. I can sync all of the schedules that are on my phone here together in one place, so I can see appointments, sports, events, to-do lists, groceries, just all of it. And because it syncs with Google Calendar and Apple Calendar automatically, everyone can actually see what's happening instead of asking me 12 times a day. But the feature I think has changed our house the most is the task chart and routines. Instead of asking my kids constantly to brush their teeth or feed the dog or put their shoes away to do their chores, it's all visually mapped out right here. You can set up routines, chores, you can assign stars to tasks, and even use emojis for the little kids who aren't reading yet. Our kids are obsessed with the emojis on here. And they're also bizarrely motivated by the little celebration animation when they finish their tasks. Honestly, the biggest difference is just the feeling within our house. It feels less like me carrying the entire family, and it feels so much more like we're a team working on this together. This is especially helpful in the summertime when things get so busy and our schedules seem to be multiplying like rabbits. I also love that everything is on the Skylight app too, so if I'm running errands or at softball practice, all of our lists and schedules are still with me. They also have things like grocery lists that can turn directly into an Instacart order. The goal is less nagging and more teamwork with Skylight. You can use my code KristenH30 to save $30 on either your 15-inch calendar too, which is the one that we have, or the 27-inch CalMax. Go ahead and check them out in the description below. Here you guys can see that we've got our dried flowers from kind of winter, fall, and I have kind of like the warm tones going on in here. So I'm planning on pulling a couple of these out and then replacing them with the new ones that we have. And then I'm also gonna grab out my blue and white plates and put them right here instead. Okay friends, well one of my favorite things to do is just to set out all of my blue and white transferware when I get it out. I got this whole set for $40. I don't even know, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. But I just love it. It is this English Village by Salem China Co., Old Staffordshire. Finest English ironstone hand engraved unglazed permanent color from Salem, England. I seriously hit the jackpot with this. Look at all of this, so beautiful. So I have the whole set right here. And then over here, I just have a few pieces that I have collected over time of just kind of random one-offs. A lot of these are still ironstone, like this is Alfred Mingan, but they aren't part of this matching set, but I just love all of these as well. They could use a little cleaning. I've used them year after year, but these I will most likely just set throughout the house, like under candles and whatnot. I love to add little pops of blue and white all over our home this time of year. It's so pretty for spring and for summer. Okay, so I hauled up the rest of my stuff from the basement, all of our spring stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started on our hutch, and then we'll kind of fill in the rest of the place. The hutch is one of my favorite places to decorate though. You guys can see that we still have a lot of winter going on. I did bring up some blue books for spring, but we Yeah, it's got a lot of brown in here still. I need to show you guys these sometime. These are pictures of our house in the 90s from 2 or 3 owners ago. They're all at Christmas time though, so I'll have to show you guys maybe a before and after this next Christmas time of what the house used to look like. This right here, I'll give you a little peek. This is this right here. If you guys can see that. It was so cute back in the day. I just love it. Anyway, that's for another time. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out all of these winter pieces and we can fill this back up with all of the cute spring stuff. So you guys may have remembered me buying these dahlias from the Magnolia Market in Texas this year, and they are so convincing and beautiful, but I'm not gonna lie, I made a little bit of a mistake. I think in order for them to really look convincing, you need to have many of them, and in order to have them look okay in a vase, you also have to have many of them. And I just bought one of these big ones and one little bunch of these smaller ones, and alone in a vase, these just fall to the side. And so I'm trying to figure out a way to make them look like they're not an accident. And so what I'm going to do is just lay these in this basket to give a little bit of color in this area and kind of take advantage of the full stem. And then I'm gonna bring in these little white ones, and I'm gonna do kind of the same thing. I'm just trying to use these in a way that it doesn't look like I accidentally just bought one when I should have bought like 15. Over here, I'm going to be placing probably my most expensive item that I own. I got this for $5.99, and you guys looked it up online and it valued at like $3,000. So, you know, not bad for the Goodwill. It's just little blue flow. I think it's a soup tureen. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this here. And then the other day when I was doing my tulip fail, do you guys remember when I was dipping those tulips in that watery paint, hoping that it would dye them in a way that I liked, and I was hating how they turned out? Well, what you didn't know was that when I turned off the camera, I was so discouraged. And in that time, I wound up buying these on Amazon. So I'd never seen these before. And I went online looking for like realistic tulips. And these I found and I love. Okay, first of all, these look way more convincing. Let me go show you the other ones. Okay, so I wanna give you an up close. This is what the original tulips look like that I had. And you can see that they've got like a little twisty tie on the bottom that go down to a stem. They're kind of this like bright green color, and then obviously I dyed the tops of mine. But when you look at these are so much more convincing. Do you guys see the difference there? I cannot tell you. These are beautiful. I ordered these in kind of like a mauve, like dusty kind of pink color. Y'all know that I love color, and I loved that these came in that muted tone. But look, I love that they have like ones that are just starting to bud, ones that are closer to blooming, and then full blooming ones on top. I will say these cost $20 for 10. These cost $20 for 20, I think. So these are double the price. But for the quality difference, I would say if you guys like how these look, I mean, granted, I've only had these for maybe like a month and a half now, and I haven't put them up because I've been waiting to do it in this video. So I don't know if they will change colors like the other ones. I can't guarantee that, but I do know that those change colors. So far, I haven't seen any reviews about these changing colors, but I just thought that they were so beautiful. I'll link them below. But I just have a little glass vase, and I'm just gonna drop these bad boys in here. And we'll put these over here just for a little bit of color. But y'all, I am just so impressed by these. Aren't they cute? I love it. I love it. All right, y'all, and I love to put these blue plates everywhere in my house this time of year. So I use them almost as like chargers for vases, candles, all of that good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this one right here. And then I have some more of these, I don't know, I've been calling them dogwood stems, but they're probably not dogwood. I probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I have these over in our living room, and I love the repetition between the rooms to kind of like bring them all together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set these here. They're so cute. I just love that like pop of freshness. Pop of freshness. What am I saying? So I'm going to be adding a little bit more blue and white to our living room. I'm just going to put this underneath the candle. I've been using this. Hey. Here. Thank you, baby. I've been using this candle called Country Home by Antique Candle Co. And it might be one of my very favorite scents. I love it. I love it. Always do a lot of decorating in our bedroom, but I do have this my little broken crock. I think you guys remember I bought this a few years ago. I got it for 10 bucks. It has a giant crack in it, or like chunk out of it, but whatever. Okay, so speaking of the flowers from Magnolia, again, I bought them all to be in a bundle, but then the stems were all different sizes. Basically, I wound up separating them, which then when they were separated, they didn't feel full enough. So these are the flowers that I got from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. And I'm gonna go ahead and just throw these in this little crock with these, just to make it fill out. Like, it looks kind of cute unless you look at it from the side, and it looks very sad. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here, just try to make it look a little bit better. Maybe these little, what are they called? Ranunculus. Maybe these ranunculus will kind of help these cosmos feel a little bit more colorful and fun. Does that look better? Does that look springier? Okay, y'all, I'm second guessing. I brought this into our room because like when our heater would go off, it would blow the air up and this thing would like flap on the side. Like, you probably saw it in a couple videos where it'd just be flapping. So I brought it in here, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if it necessarily says spring. So I'll probably wind up taking this off. So, yep. Okay, and as far as like some of my other spring decor, y'all may notice that I'm just reusing the same decor that I use every year. Like, I have this wreath. I bought this from the Goodwill outlet, I think. I don't even know how many years ago. Is it my favorite spring wreath? Absolutely not. But I have it, and I haven't found something at the thrift store or for free that I like better. And so, you know, I'm not going to go out and spend my money on something that is like slightly better than this. I would rather either find something I absolutely love or find something else that's at the thrift store. And since I haven't, I'm going to be using this. I'll use it on our side porch. But I am super excited to use my new wreath that I got. Okay, do you guys remember this? When all of my YouTube friends came in from out of town and stayed with me, We went to a place called Salt Creek Mercantile here in the Omaha area, and I got this beautiful lavender wreath, and I'm so excited to put this up. This one was $89. It was on sale for half off, which made it $45. That's still not that great of a price, but it's about the price of a regular wreath at one of these, like, you know, normal stores. And so I wound up buying it just because I love that it was made from all real materials. It may fade over time, but you know what? The more it fades, we're gonna make it into a fall wreath instead. So we're gonna use this as long as we can. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out and we'll hang it up. Whew, this thing is messy. I guess that's what I get for buying something that's made out of like fully natural materials. I think that this is also mixed with eucalyptus, like a thin leaf eucalyptus. And I showed you these pillows that I got from that pillow shop online. Look at these. These didn't come together, but look how perfectly they match. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put these in our kitchen. And then I also found this one, and I'm gonna put this one on this little chair right here. I was also able to find some cute little feather pillows online. I know that it really shouldn't make that much of a difference, but I love filling these with feather pillows. You can't always tell the difference, to be honest with you, but I always feel like if I'm going to save money in certain areas, whether it's thrifting or, you know, being really responsible with our groceries and whatnot, I can spend a little bit more in other areas. And one place that I like to spend slightly more is getting feather pillows as opposed to like a synthetic fill pillows. And the reason is, again, you can't really tell so much on these because they're smaller, but just with pillows in general, the shape looks so much better when they are feather pillows. So anyway, if you're asking me why I'm putting pillows in my kitchen, the answer is I don't know, but they're cute, and that's the only reason.
Those cups in there.
You want one of those cups? Which one? Yeah. Which one?
I want
That one?
that one. Wait, do you have spurs? No, I had this.
All right, well, we have a few finishing touches that I would like to do. I'd like to bring in some fresh flowers to our porch, as well as reuse those faux ferns from last year. They are still holding up great. I think that was an awesome investment, and I didn't have to water them once. Yeah, So you guys can look out for those things in the upcoming videos, and then we're gonna get ready for a full-on spring home tour after we get this place like dressed to the nines. This girl is, are you so interested right now? All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us on today's video, and we'll see you next time. Can you say bye? Say bye-bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's kind of a windy day, so I may wind up doing a lot of voiceover, but I wanted to show you guys all of these beautiful flowers that I picked up yesterday. And on this morning, I headed out to our local home and garden store. I'm not sure if it's local or if it's regional, but it's called Menards, and they've got such a great selection. And here, these Nemesia flowers caught my eye almost instantly. I was blown away at the color combination. It literally looked like a rainbow in a pot. And then as I was heading over to a different area, I was caught by these pansies. And let me tell you people, I am not a pansy girl. I just never have like gravitated towards them at all. And these were so beautiful. They almost look like dresses, like clothing. Oh my gosh, I was just amazed by the beauty of them. You guys can see that this store has an awesome selection. I only visited probably half of the flowers because I already found what I needed. But over here, I was thinking about our big pots on each side of our side porch, and I know you're supposed to grab a thriller, which is the spiky guy, a spiller, which are these little vines, and then I found these begonias to fill it out. And I love the color of these, how the pink is both in the flowers but it's also a little bit in the leaves. It's such a great contrast to the other pieces. And then over here I found these snapdragons. So y'all, I have to tell you that foxgloves are my favorite garden flower, but I am like severely allergic to them, unfortunately. Like they literally make my whole body break out in itchy hives. And so these are the next best thing. I love snapdragons. I really was gravitating towards these, I don't know if they're mums or what, but those like almost kind of dark daisy looking flowers. I thought that those were so pretty too. And yep, I filled my cart and looked like a crazy flower lady by the end of this trip. Okay, so I wound up spending about $100, which is a lot. And I'm not gonna lie to you, for the longest time, I would have never spent that on flowers. It just seemed irresponsible, but I have noticed such a significant difference in just how I feel about our home whenever we have fresh like annuals and whatnot around here. It is just so cute. Okay, so I got some different ones this year than I did last year, even though I loved the ones that we did last year. So other than these little guys that I got for our planters outside of our side porch, these are all completely different this year. I was absolutely obsessed with these. Sorry, my shadow is totally in the way. Okay, so the wind totally blew out my audio here, but you guys can see that I did get these Nemesia flowers, which are so beautiful. I grabbed these snapdragons too. I felt like the colors really kind of mimicked each other. And I caved and I got these beautiful pansies too. We finally have a new flag up as well. So Josh actually put this up a couple days ago. Y'all were telling me last year that our flag was looking so raggedy. So we did our due diligence and we purchased a nice new one. So don't worry, we're not trying to like disrespect anybody. We were just using the flag that we've always used, and I didn't know that if there was a couple of ragged edges that was a big deal. So thank you for letting me know that. Let's go ahead and head downstairs, and I am going to grab more of our ferns that we had from last year. So this was one of the best investments that I've made. These ferns are, I think they started out at $19 and I bought them for 40% off. So I think it ends up being like about $12 a fern. Last year I bought 4, one for each one of our planters that we had, and they looked great all year long. I loved them, but I will say that they looked a little bit sparse. And so I actually went over to Hobby Lobby this year and I grabbed all the ones that they had left. So my hope is to try to get 3 of these ferns in each hanging basket. But right now I have almost enough. I still need 2 and I cannot find them at the store. So we gotta wait to get those, but until then, let's bring these all out. I would also love to get these flower beds cleaned up. They have a lot of like leftover stuff from last year. I actually left it on there because I heard that it is really good for the soil underneath it to leave some of it here. So we pulled out all of like the cosmos and zinnias and stuff like that, but we just kind of left these big guys. So I'm gonna see if I can clear some of that out. And then ultimately, I would love to get some more mulch over here, but I don't have that yet. Y'all, I legitimately feel like Snow White over here. These animals, they follow me everywhere I go. You guys are so cute. You're so cute. All right, and you guys can watch me as I attempt to pull out all these things, and these kittens just torture me, especially Copper the whole time was like jumping at me. And I was just cracking up. The analogy that I came up with as I was doing this is that having outdoor kittens is like having grandkids, if I can imagine. It's like you're out there, you get to play with them, they're so cute and so fun, but at the end of the day, you can just send them back outside and they're not messing with all your stuff inside all the time. And this is kind of the sketchy part, but I am going to also trim these rose bushes down pretty far. They will come back better if we do this. I like how big they are now, but I guarantee you they will come back just as big. I'm gonna make sure I take off anything that's dead as well, because we don't need that. Even some of these like flourishing pieces, I'm just gonna take them off just to know that the new ones will come back even better. Well, this may not look very much different to you guys, but as the people that live here, this feels so much better. So let's get to clearing off this porch and we'll get it all cleaned up for the season. Okay, so we got almost everything off the porch. I'm gonna shake out this rug here in a bit, but you guys can see this porch has been such a disappointment. Honestly, we put this on brand new when we moved in 3 years ago. We've actually had our entire porch painted twice since we've lived here, and almost immediately it just reverts back to this. So, you know, we are going to be working with this. We don't have any plans to like replace it soon, although we probably should. But I just wanted to encourage you guys that, you know, not everybody has an Instagram worthy porch. You know, a lot of us have porches that are falling apart, and you know, we just do with them what we can. This thing gets really dirty. You guys can see all of the dirt on it. We live on the plains and it is windy and filthy up here, so we are gonna go ahead and rinse this down as well.
2 Corinthians 9:8-9 says, "And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. As it is written, they have freely scattered their gifts to the poor, and their righteousness endures forever." So, I mean, it's not lost on me that you guys are probably thinking, oh, like she's decorating with all of these things that she already owns, like my porch, it looks pretty much like it has last spring at this time, just with like slightly different flowers. And there's a part of me that's like, is my audience going to be wowed by this? Is this life that I'm living something that is worth watching? I think that it's safe to say that there are so many creators out there that have just these beautiful and crazy impressive homes that you guys can be watching. And I think it's easy to be deceived that, some of these women have it all, or anybody on social media that, everybody's just doing great all the time and they've got all the money in the world. But in reality, we can be really deceived by this housewife aesthetic, if you want to call it that, like this cottage life. But honestly, like some of the reasons why these homes are so charming is because we really can't have it all. And a lot of times we just have to make do with what we have. And what we don't realize is that element of having to make do with the things that we have is a lot of times the charm that people are looking for in a home. People don't want to look for a home that's just filled with all brand new items that were easy to attain. I think that a lot of us millennials, which is my generation, we looked at our parents and we saw the things that they had, and we just immediately expected that once we graduated high school or graduated college, that's the life that we deserve, when in reality these homes that feel so lived in and loved and collected, that takes time. And I mean, let's be honest, I'm only 36. Like, I've got so much more time to create a collected home, something that is like what I consider to be just like the coziest, most perfect thing, but that cozy and collected life, it comes with time. So I never want to fall into a trap of ungratefulness or covetousness or anything like that. And instead, I just want to celebrate and enjoy all of the things that I already own and try to use them to bless people to my best ability. 1 Timothy 6:6-8 says, "But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. And if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content." Okay, so here's an idea of what these look like before. This one just has the one in it because I still haven't gotten the last two. And here it is compared to the 3. And you guys can see that it just looks so much better. And honestly, like, that's just what we do in this house. We just build on to what we have. If I don't have the budget for 3, then I'm gonna go for 1, and then each year just continue to buy what we can afford. And I'm excited to get these all filled out. It's looking so much better than this. so I just got done heating up my coffee for the millionth time today. If y'all out there are coffee reheaters, let me know because my husband makes fun of me for this all the time. I wanted to show you guys this new mug that I picked up. Y'all, isn't that so cute? So I found this out thrifting recently and I just thought it was so pretty. It's funny because I'm typically more attracted to like English style, like ironstone and all of that kind of stuff. Usually Asian style is not necessarily what I gravitate to, but I love this. I do have a few Asian style cups. So I have this one. I think that I got this one last year, maybe 2 years ago, which, I mean, this is Asian style. This doesn't have any markings on the bottom, whereas this one does. It says made in China and it says it in Chinese. If you guys know anything about this style, let me know. Let me show you a couple of my other favorite pieces that I found that have been Asian style. If you guys don't know, I have like a whole wall up here. Let me just grab you and take you. So this is what I mean more by like English style. I think that this is like a Johnson Brothers. These are the Alfred Meekin ironstone ones. Gosh darn it, I can't remember what this pattern is called. It's like the one that I have all throughout my house. Over here is where I have these Asian ones. I found these maybe 3 years ago. The buffalo china, and these are super thick. I love them, but these are like that Asian pattern. And then I'm curious, do you guys know, I know that this is the onion pattern. These are blue Danube, but do you guys know, is the onion pattern American or is it European, Asian? I'm curious because I could totally see this being Asian and I just don't know it. But anyway, I just thought I would show these to you. These are also part of that buffalo china. I can't remember what this pattern is called, but I've seen it all over the place. But I don't know if you guys can see, but this is so thick. It's like a dinerware. Anyway, all that to say that I wasn't like 100% sold on the Asian pattern of this, but I'm not gonna lie. I've used this like 4 days in a row because I just really love it. So sorry about the coffee stains around the top. I've been using it, but I just thought I would show it to you. Okay, and you guys are gonna be able to see my messy side porch behind me, but you know what? Sometimes you just have a messy side porch. I just got this new, hi! Hey, buddy! Oh my goodness, look who came to visit me. You're so sweet. I just got this new rug from Hobby Lobby. Ours was looking super, like just really faded, like not looking very good. And so I got this one. It's nothing like crazy special. I've never gotten these rubber mat kind before. It was in kind of bad condition, and so it was already on sale at Hobby Lobby. You can see that there's like kind of a rip in it. But because it was damaged, they gave me an even further discount. They wound up giving this to me for $4. So listen, I'm just gonna ruin it anyway, so I might as well spend $4 and not $12. These pots, people, the first 2 years that we lived here, I didn't do anything in these just because we were overwhelmed by the amount of things that needed to be done. Last year we wound up taking the time to actually like put in some pretty flower arrangements, and it made such a difference. I'm gonna sweep off the porch, we're gonna pull out all this old stuff, and then I might even plant some of our cosmos and zinnias over in this kind of like bare patch over here. So hopefully those will come in somewhat soon. Josh always hates them because he thinks that they look like weeds until they start blooming, and then after they bloom, it's like legitimately like the prettiest little spot on the outside of our house. Look at you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so if you guys were at all interested in knowing what these plants are called, this little vine is called the Vinca vine. I got these all from our local nursery. These are fibrous begonia. I mentioned I love these because there's pink in the leaves. Hey, don't you dare. And then this little spiky guy. It's called Spikes. Spikes. Okay, so I tried to plant these pretty deep. I'm planting the 3 green things in like a triangle shape. I'm gonna give these all a really good water after I'm done too. And I want to plant these so that the ends trail over the sides of the pot. Then I'm just gonna fill in the rest with these cute little begonias. This is actually 6 plants. These are just so cute to me. Small beginnings, but I am so happy to have this project done. This honestly only took me about 15-20 minutes to actually put together, and this is like one of the main doors that our family and friends come in, and so it's gonna feel so nice to finally have like this welcoming entry, and it's just gonna look better and better as the season goes on. So every fall, when things really start to die and be like dead, I pop the heads off of my cosmos and my zinnias, and I use these to plant in these areas. So I don't ever have to buy them. I just have tons of them every year from gathering the heads from the years prior. So these are actually both cosmos. I don't know where my zinnias are, but I'll find them. But basically, I'm just gonna go through here with this tool. I'm just gonna scrape it down to where I feel like things are going to reach the soil below. You're so silly. This cat. And if my boy would move, I could sprinkle these down. And then I'll just kind of cover them up with the mulch, and then they should be able to grow right through. All right, y'all, well, today is the day we are finally releasing our spring home tour. I decided to theme this one after Anne of Green Gables because I could not think of a more appropriate spring theme. So prepare your imaginations, put on your puff sleeves, and let's get started. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to our home. I'm excited today, y'all, because we are doing an Anne of Green Gables theme spring home tour here. So I got this idea because we did the Little Women style Christmas home tour, like, what was it, 4 or 5 months ago. It was so fun to have my girls in the video. They were so sweet. Oh, look who's here. Okay, so when I think about homes that inspire me, the 2 homes that I can remember the most are the Little Women home, both the like 1993 version and the 2019 version. Oh no, what's wrong?
Your tummy hurt.
Oh baby, I'm sorry. You wanna snuggle with me?
I want to lay down on my chair.
You wanna go lay down on your chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get a snack.
A snack? Oh, is that gonna make your tummy better? Okay, be right back. Okay, so I love the home from Little Women, the Victorian, all of the color, but in contrast, maybe my favorite home that I've ever seen on television is Marilla and Matthew's home, the Anne of Green Gables home in the new adaptation of Anne of Green Gables, the Anne with an E show. They did such an amazing job, and I'll show you guys some kind of like screenshots maybe here or throughout the video of some of the things that I love about their home and the things that we've tried to mimic in our own homes. We don't have multiple homes. You guys can see that there are cars coming through. Everybody's getting picked up from school. Our little ones are about to wake up. I'll get all of our girls together and we'll walk you through our home during springtime. Okay, y'all, I have my little Anne of Green Gables right here, little Rosie girl, and she's gonna help me go through this house tour today. You wanna help?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so I brought in a bunch of lilacs. These have not bloomed yet, but I really wanted to get them in our house for the home tour. And so I thought I would have Rosie help me. I'm trying to think if I should try to put them in with these dogwood branches, or if I should just take this out completely and just do these. What do you think?
I feel like these take up kind of a lot of space instead of these.
So you think we should just do these?
Yeah, I think we should just do
So we'll take these out. Uh-oh, sounds like we've got somebody waking up. You wanna start putting these in there?
Yeah. I should probably start with the big ones.
Great job, baby.
It's hard to do all these.
I know, they're kind of like crazy, huh? Let's see if we can find like a really big one. These are not easy.
I know.
They are gonna smell so good whenever they bloom.
do.
They already do? Okay, so we'll find another little vase for the rest of these. Here we go. We'll put the rest of these in this one, okay?
Hey.
Looking good, looking good.
I know, it's looking good, looking good.
Okay, awesome. We've got 2 pretty good, we've got 2 pretty good bouquets. We'll put this one in, you think this one would look cute on the kitchen table?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Look at how adorable she is. Whenever her cheeks are so red and they look so cloudy.
You have a good nap? Yeah, you see Sissy?
Don't I look like a whole different person?
Okay, now that I have Josh here to help me and Ruby is is back from soccer practice. We'll show you guys around the rest of the house. So we haven't done like a ton in the dining room. One of the things that we did is just bring in these like kind of like blue tone Killam pillows. I have these throughout the entire house. So I just try to switch out any of the ones that we currently have with those. Rosie just helped me bring in these lilacs, and they're looking good, babe. You did a good job. She basically did this entire arrangement by herself. I have these little faux flowers over here. If you guys know what type of flowers these are supposed to be, let me know. One of the main areas that I decorate over here is our hutch. I brought in these flowers that I got from Magnolia when we visited Waco this past like early spring. Duh. And then again, I'm just bringing in these wreaths. I don't even know. I think I bought these wreaths the first year that we lived here. And then in here, I bring in all of our blue and white ironstone dishes. And honestly, this one set, I feel like just brings the spring look to our entire hutch. I did wind up finding a couple of like stragglers of these tulips that had turned kind of this ugly yellow color, so I popped them in here too. But yeah, I usually just try to bring out a ton of blue for spring because I don't use it very much in like fall and winter time, and so I really try to keep it out all through the spring, and then paired with like red and stuff for 4th of July and stuff, it is really good for summertime too. Moving over into the kitchen, we have our little eggs on display. Josh and I got these from our neighbor that has a little farm. It's actually the same neighbor that gave us our kittens. Her name is Rachel, so she's super sweet.
Yeah, Lily's a great
Kittens love everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask if we can have chickens, but we actually are not allowed to because we live in town, in a small town in the country. It's not allowed.
This house used to be a farm too.
Moving in here, we have our lilacs that Rosie and I just brought in again. I literally didn't have another spot that was big enough to put them, so kitchen table it is. Yes, you can have another apple. Over in this area, I brought in more of these like kind of blue tone Killam pillows. Y'all have let me know that this is not a good idea, and I let you know that I already knew this wasn't a good idea before I did it. I'm doing it anyway. I don't know, that's just the color I picked.
Wait, why isn't it a good idea?
Because it's kind of a weird thing to put pillows right next to the stove, but you know. Over here I have my collection of
Mugs.
my collection of mugs. Like I said, I usually like to bring out all of my blue and white this time of year. I've got my cute little new one right here. And then this is the favorite of the girls. They all asked to drink out of this, except for probably not you. I don't know if this is your favorite, but the girls all like the flower mug.
I like that.
You like this one? What's your favorite?
Well, it's one of my favorites.
Up a couple of hyacinths. I know that the, what do you call this, like the wrapper of it isn't the most aesthetically pleasing, but we really love how these smell when we bring them into the house, and so I figured I would grab a few more plants and enjoy them while they smell so good, and then once they're done I'll take them outside and plant the bulbs again. Coming up here, I brought in another blue and white piece, which I really love, and then I bring in these little glasses each year. I got these from Target in like the dollar section a couple years ago, and I got 6. I wish I would have gotten more, but that's okay. We use these all the time this time of year.
We do. I love them.
I know, they're so cute, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Oh, thank you, baby. Oh my Thank you, baby. Smell it?
Okay. Wait,
Uh-oh, copper's on the table. Or wait, no, it's hot.
oh, no.
Through here is our living room, and y'all know that this place has transformed from a couple months ago. First of all, we have this brand new rug in here. This is the Ruggable Ophelia rug that we have already spilled paint all over.
Yeah. Right over here, you can still
I know.
see it on the couch.
I tried putting the paint side over there with hopes that it wouldn't be as visible on that couch, because when it was over here, it was very visible.
Yeah, because like.
But accidents happen. And then we brought in all of our pillow covers with the blue and white.
Pretty good because it's crosses.
Oh, Ruby's saying that this one's good for Easter because it's covered in crosses. But I'm still not sure how I feel about this one or this one, but you know,
This one. It's like my favorite.
we'll figure it out with time. So cute! I brought more of these same flowers over into this area. Oh, I wanted to share a little bit about this candle. So this is the Antique Candle Co. Sun Kissed Citrus. And people, I'm telling you, it smells exactly like Volcano from Anthropology, except for that it's made with much better ingredients. Yeah. Does it smell like a volcano? This one smells just like it. And this may be my favorite spring scent, if not the other one that we have over here. On this, I just brought in like our kind of like brightly colored coasters. I've got a little ironstone bowl with more of this like blue and white transfer ironstone plate, a dinosaur, a little brightly colored book. All that kind of stuff. Okay, as y'all know, I completely redid our entire fireplace, painted it this green color, and then did this whole faux brick situation. Josh had no faith in me when it came to this project, and I proved him wrong because I love how it turned out, and so does he. Right, babe? I just brought in more of like the blue and white transferware. I love this. This is, I can't tell, I have no idea how old this is, but I'm guessing that this is one of the oldest pieces that we have. My new little ironstone pitcher that I got with my friends from YouTube when they came into town last year. Another transferware plate. And then this is that country home scent that I said I really love as well. And then I brought in a blue transferware to go under here. I really did just try to bring in blue and white anywhere I could. Brought in another blue and white.
Another blue and white.
Another blue and white. Another blue and white. You guys are so cute.
Another blue and white.
Do you want to show these guys Ivy's room?
Yeah.
So this room is pretty much the same, but this room is one of my very favorites for springtime, just because, like I said, there's lots of florals, lots of blue and white going on. We have these little antique quilts. I got this one from the Goodwill bins, but I just feel like all of the artwork and everything in here is just super cute and springy and cheerful and everything.
Cheerful. I'm cheerful.
Hey Ruby, you wanna grab your apple? We just keep these little faux flowers here, and then, yeah. We have got lots of blue and white quilts and whatnot. This is from Pier 1, and I wish that they still made this, but they don't because it's one of my favorite quilts in the house.
Yeah, I love it. It's so adorable.
So adorable. Coming into Josh and my room, I brought in the blue bedding, and then I wasn't really sure if I was going to use this pillow cover just because it is a little bit pink. I think it has like a little hot pink in there, but I thought it was cute for this time of year. We've got our little blue pillow. I brought in some greens and pinstripes and whatnot just to have that kind of like fresh spring color.
What's the smell?
It's we've got a candle going over here. And then because I didn't have a springtime runner over here, I just wound up using a tablecloth that I folded a couple of times to replace that one that we didn't have over here. It's blue and white, exactly. And then I brought in these cosmos from Hobby Lobby, and then these little ranunculus from the Magnolia Market. Yes, they're all fake. Can you believe it? But yeah, that's about all we did for our room. What's nice about our room is that our room looks out into this like huge lilac bush.
Yeah, that's
And
where
so
we got all of those.
we got dirty windows, but at least they look onto cute things, right? Look at Todd snuggling up with Buddy. He really thinks that Buddy is his mommy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our little Anne's room, Rosie's room. You want to tell them a little bit about your room?
I feel like Lily said my room is springy, but like I don't really know how.
Oh, did he get you? Oh gosh, he's falling. Oh, he got you? I'm sorry. Rosie's room reminds me of Anne of Green Gables because it has the big window that looks outside. That's the best part of her room. And everybody likes hanging out in here, including Ruby.
And then whenever I wake up in the morning, I just wake up and shout. The sun's like, "Sha-la-la-la-la."
Probably our cutest and most romantic room this time of year is the playroom. And the reason why I say this is because this room looks out onto this beautiful tree. And would you look at that dappled light?
I love it. Also, it looks like it's just like a bunch of weird flowers like that. Crab apples.
Crab apple? Is it a crab apple tree? It's something. It's so pretty out here.
Yeah, it's a crab apple tree.
So I would say that this time of year, this is probably the most magical spot in the house. It's pretty cute.
Like really.
Lastly, Ruby wants to show you her room quick. I don't know, this room is pretty good. She's got the views of all of the green out here in the tree house. You've got your cute little pink curtains and
I love the pink curtains.
I know.
I have these like
Little flowers.
flowers.
Because it's blue and
Another
white.
blue and white.
There you go. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining me on today's house tour. Thank you girls for being such troopers and helping me out. These guys helped me clean everything. Y'all did such a good job. All right, everybody, well, thank you again for being here. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Hello everybody, we are actually at our first garage sale. We're at a little church that's in our town. They have like this huge multi-family garage sale. So garage sale day is one of my favorite days of the year. I wish I could do garage sales more. Honestly, I just don't typically have the time, and I usually have a lot of kids with me. But today I just have my little buddy Ivy. And she's gonna help me, and we're gonna go through our town. Unfortunately, it's kind of a gloomy day, but that's all right because we're still gonna have a lot of fun, and hopefully we can find some cool stuff, some antiques, and yeah, we'll see what we got.
Yeah. Bye.
These are really cute. These little pieces of furniture. Oh. Just for these. These are pretty cute. $2. $2 for a drink. These are so cute.
Baby.
Yeah.
Are you still looking?
Doll?
These are cute.
Because you don't trust us keeping an eye on your stuff.
Okay, so I don't think that this is exactly a secret, but do not sleep on small town church basement garage sales. These things are amazing. This place was a gold mine. Honestly, when you think about it, it's multi-family, and because often there are older congregations in these small towns, the items that they bring are just awesome. You guys can see here they've got these beautiful little pins. Look at this antique sled. I'm telling you, there was all kinds of beautiful things. There was an entire section of Longaberger baskets. Like, I was just obsessed with this one, but there was a whole table full of them. And like any other garage sales, you know, there's gonna be junk. What do you see?
Look how cute.
Cute.
Oh, look, poo.
Is that what that is?
Yes. See? It's like a shape poo. Am I right?
Right. Okay, so if anybody wants to tell me what that was, I would love to know. But as you guys can see down here, they have all of these old, I think that they're fruit boxes, but I think that these are so great for storage, and I was so excited to find 3 that were in really great condition. I thought that this little coffee kettle pot thing or whatever was pretty cool too. They had a lot of little vintage things like this. And then these coasters, it took everything in me not to get them, but I just knew that I would not wind up using them. I love the coasters that we currently have, but look at these. Aren't these patterns just absolutely the best? I love them. I had to show you guys every single one because they were so good. And I love these little bears, especially a bear in a sweater, but I did look on the back. It wasn't a Boyd's bear or anything. And so, I don't know, not that we need any more stuffed animals anyway, but I wound up not picking these up. But I just thought that they were both so cute that they deserved a little peek. And then over here, I found these glasses. I collect these glasses. I started like right after we were married, and I just love them. And let me just take a moment here. I'm looking at these brass candlesticks, but I did not even see the ironstone plates behind these. Look at me coming over here to this daggone toaster. Meanwhile, I completely missed out on those ironstone plates. I wish I knew if they were still there, because I would totally go back for those. And then over here, they had these really pretty kind of like Asian style blue and white coffee cups. These were actually really heavy and in good shape. I considered getting them, but you guys know that I always struggle with coffee mugs because I could just, you know, collect them all. I also thought that these were pretty cute over here as well. And then I almost got a video of that picture frame, but apparently I missed it. But I did wind up picking that up, and you'll see it later. I thought that these little stocking holders were really nice. They were super heavy, and I loved the patina on them. But I don't know, the shapes themselves were not my favorite, so I did wind up leaving these behind. And then I actually almost picked up this bell buckle thing or whatever at Hobby Lobby last year. But again, I wound up not getting it either. Whoa, very cool. Over here, they had some kitchen utensils, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you, I need a kitchen utensil, and so I did wind up picking up one of these.
Oh, that's
and then
so
we came over to this
cute.
garage sale that there was like nobody at, and I spotted all of these vintage prints. Y'all, I'm gonna go through one by one and show you because I could not believe it. And I asked this man how much these were. People, these were $1 a piece. $1. And although some of them were like kind of falling apart, I did wind up picking up a couple. Over here they have this cute little wagon, and then they had a basket full of, gosh, what are these? Are they Jello molds? A bunch of Jello molds, as well as some like little kitchen utensils as well. All of this really needed to be cleaned, but you know, I am always fascinated by this type of stuff. Old bottles, glassware, all of it. So cool. Okay, y'all, so this is the reason why I love garage sales. I literally just got so much good stuff for insanely cheap, like way cheaper than the thrift store. I am just like blown away. I literally had to stop because if I kept going, I was just gonna fill our house with antiques. And listen, I need to practice self-control, so I stopped. All right, because I know y'all want to see, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and go with like little items first, and then I'm gonna build up to the bigger, even more impressive items. So a couple of like little practical things. Let's start with the smallest. My grandma, I'm going to be attending her funeral here pretty soon, and she loved bright colors. Like, she always called me old-fashioned. She thought she was not a fan of my style, but she loved like a good brooch. And so she would always wear these like bright red or pink jackets, and she would always have like a pretty brooch on the side. And so I saw that there was these 3 little pins in here, and I thought that I would wear this one to her funeral just to honor her and the things that she loved. Plus Rosie, our daughter, she loves little things like this too. So I figure what I don't wear, she can use to play with. Or honestly, sometimes she'll wear these things to like church or something like that, like anything that she feels a little bit fancy and cute in. So there was that one, and then I thought that this one was kind of cool. I don't know what kind of stone that is, but I thought that it was really pretty. And then the third one is just like this pearlescent, I don't know what it is, but I thought the 3 of them were so cute, and these were all 3 for $2. Okay, so next, my daughters keep getting gifted these like little cheapo jewelry holders. Like, they're cute, but they keep breaking and falling apart like immediately. And so they're kind of pointless, but I figured if the girls are gonna have something that's kind of pointless, they might as well have something that's vintage and cool and real and not going to fall apart in an instant. And so I did find this cute little brass jewelry holder. You can see that it's got some random stuff on the inside. Don't know what that is, but I just thought that this was cute. Like I said, it's unnecessary, but our girls, they just die over this kind of stuff. And so I'm excited. I'm gonna give this one to Ruby so she can put whatever little earrings and stuff that she likes in here and just have a really cute way of displaying them. Okay, so while we're on brass, I found these 2 brass candlesticks, and y'all, are these just not the most classic candlesticks? I love the patina on these. As far as brass goes, with the more primitive style that I like, I feel like the darker and more patinaed the brass, the more I feel like they fit in with what we got going on here. So I was so excited. These were $1 a piece, and I just thought that they were super cute. They may wind up replacing some of the ones that we have around here. And I found this kitchen tool. So you guys can let me know, maybe this is not safe to use in the kitchen, but I honestly was looking for something like this on Amazon recently, just because I'm always squeezing our like lemons onto like the lemon juicer thing. And with it, all of the seeds come out. And I would like to have something that, you know, if we're pouring it onto a dish, that we can pour it all out of the squeezing thing and it'll catch all the seeds on their way down. So other than that, I don't know what this is used for. I mean, obviously you can prop it up on something, but I don't know, what do you guys use this type of thing for? Anyway, I was just really excited to be able to find it and be able to find like a vintage one. So I'll make sure I like really give it a good clean before we ever use it. And on the kitchen utensil theme, I got a spatula. This was 25 cents. This guy was $1, I forgot to mention. But yeah, honestly, we just need a better spatula. The one that we have is burnt to a crisp, and so it'll be nice to have something that is not. My daughter Rosie, she loves a little white hat, and so I found this cute little Adidas hat. I know that it's going against my husband and his love for Nike, but you know what? Mama don't care. I know that she'll like it and thinks that it's cute, so I was just planning on giving this to her. It's funny because the garage sale that we went to is an old friend of mine from college, and she is a little person, and so she has a lot of shoes that are like cute. They look like if they could go on an adult, but they are kid sizes. And so while I was there, she sold me these brand new little boots. These are from Target, it looks like. Cherokee, is Cherokee Target? I think it is actually. But yeah, just a couple of boots. These say they were originally 25 bucks. She gave them to me for $1. And then she also gave us these Uggs for $2. So I thought that that was a pretty good deal. And I mean, these literally look like they've never been worn before. So that's awesome. Oh, just kidding. They got a little stain on them. Listen, these things happen. Okay, next. The 90s mom in me was so happy when I saw this Longaberger basket. So this was $12, which Longabergers are always expensive. Honestly, even if this was at Goodwill, it would probably be like 25 bucks. The only thing that I don't really love about Longaberger is that I feel like they're slightly orange for my taste, but they're such good quality. Like, it's really hard to turn them down, and they just look so classic. Like, this just screams 90s country kitchen to me, and I love that. But in addition, they came with liners, and look, it's blue ticking stripe, which is like literally my favorite thing ever. So I honestly haven't even taken these out, but it came with these blue ticking stripe liners, and it also came with Christmas liners. And I'm gonna be that girl, and I'm not gonna show you the Christmas liners. This is like a handle, what's it called? Handle gripper. This is a handle gripper. I don't know how that works, but let me see how this guy looks. I am literally doing this in front of you guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, there's like little, okay, I clearly have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I have it on sideways. Nothing like making mistakes while you're filming yourself. Look at this. Is that not the cutest thing? Oh my gosh. Okay, also, sorry, I'm whispering. Like I said, my girls, I just put them down for naps, and they're literally in this room and that room right there. And I'm trying to have fun, but like be quiet at the same time. So anyway, I am just loving this. This is like legitimately country in the way that I just love. So not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this basket, but Listen, I better find a spot for it. We'll throw some toilet paper in here if we need to. Okay, next. Oh my gosh, I've got so much to show you. This is not good. I may have overdone it. Okay, so I found these boxes. So these were $7 a piece, but it says here California Fruit Exchange, United States of America. And I noticed when I saw the sticker on the back that I have this exact, well, from what I can tell, this exact box already used in my basement. So I buy these boxes so that we have an aesthetic way of storing stuff down in our basement. And I know that that sounds pointless, but don't even come at me because that's who I am. Sometimes I buy things that others think are pointless and I think is important. I think that even the way that you store the stuff in your house should give you life. And you know what, $7 for something to keep all of my, you know, fall time decorations in, I'm not mad about it. I got this one. This is probably the cutest one. It's also the smallest one. And then maybe I'll just show you the one. But I got two that look just, I guess not just like this, but just the same style boxes. That one's like covered in paint. This one's a little bit better. You can see it's got a little hole in it. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to be able to use these to cover up any unseemly items that we have stored downstairs. Okay, on to the artwork, which is my favorite part, and then furniture. Okay, so we'll go from smallest to biggest again. I found this cute little vintage piece. I'm trying to show it to you without all of the reflections of the window, but isn't that pretty? You guys, if you know my house at all, you know that this is my jam. And these are clearly a little bit older than some of the other pieces that I have. And I would love to eventually switch out all of the like vintage art in our home for closer to antique art, and that is what all of three of these that I got are like. I don't really know how old this would be. My guess is probably the 50s or the 60s, which I know isn't technically antique, but it's definitely older than some of these pieces that are probably more like 70s. I got this one, which I thought was so cute too. This one is obviously really girly, and I will probably wind up bringing it into one of the, I'm trying to show it to you without the reflections. I would probably wind up bringing this into one of the girls' room. So, isn't that precious though? I'll try to show it to you up close. Little girl in the front, I love it. Okay, this next one may be my favorite piece of everything that I bought. Okay, this is special for so many reasons. First of all, because it's big. But it is this piece of artwork. And if you're curious as to why this is special, first of all, this frame is dope. Like, look at this thing. This is awesome. This print was my main focal point print that I had in Josh and I's very first apartment together. I still have it up in our back room. It's like, you know, just this very small version of this, but I loved it. It was my favorite piece of art in the whole house. I felt like it set the tone for every apartment we lived in, and it was a main focal point for our previous home. And I just cannot wait to showcase this. It honestly will probably wind up replacing this piece that's behind me. I just love it. It feels like us. The frame is so great. Like, I truly have nothing but amazing things to say about this. Okay, and finally, let me show you guys the biggest pieces that we have. Let's go to the kitchen. Okay, here are these beautiful pieces that I found at the church garage sale. They're this pretty, like, kind of muted navy blue color. And I can tell that they're not real, like they're reproduction pieces, but oh my goodness, they are so cute. And I thought that these could be good because we kind of have storage problems in our playroom upstairs. And I thought that these could be a perfect solution for that. So there's this one right here, which is like kind of the shorty.
Mama,
Yeah.
we already have one of those.
Where?
In the playroom.
I liked the style of these better than the ones that we have in the playroom right now. Not that we're gonna replace it, but you can see our nice messy
side porch over here with all of our sports stuff. But anyway, I thought I would show these to you. These have a different kind of cabinet bottom than this one, but they both have this beadboard back, and I love that they are different, but they also match each other. Y'all, I feel like this is a great find. And this guy was 30, the bigger one, and then the smaller one is 25. I'm really excited to bring these up into our playroom.
When the big one, we will set toy up, and then when we come down, we say, come upstairs and look on the blue south what they look like.
Mm-hmm. Did you have fun garage sailing today?
Yeah, with Mom.
Yeah. You're such a good little helper.
Yep, and I'm so nice to the girls.
Yeah, you were so nice to those ladies. They loved talking to you.
Yeah, and I tell them my name.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them what I did at class.
Yep, you're pretty awesome. Okay, and here are these two pieces that I brought up into the playroom. For now, I wound up just putting this little frame in the top of this one. And then I've also brought this little kind of whimsical scene here and set it on top of this one. I was gonna hang it on this guy right here, but it's like slightly too low, so I may need to just move it up so I can actually hang it on the wall instead of setting it there. But for now, this is just what we're gonna do. And I just love how these look in here. I like that they go together and that they are able to be on either side of this door. You know, they're not symmetrical, so they don't look like they need to be like exactly in the same place. And yeah, I just feel like this is gonna be so great for this area of our home. Okay, everybody, well, thank you so much for going, you better not fart on camera. Thank you so much for going garage sailing with me today. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is my favorite thing to do. I know that this sounds creepy, but like the next best thing to going into people's homes and seeing like the layout of their house and all of the things that they have in their inside. That's why estate sales are the very best. But garage sales are such a close second because you get to see like, what do people have in their houses? And I just absolutely love that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me here today. And I'm planning on doing another thrift haul here pretty soon too. I've been kind of like collecting things and I can't wait to show you. So I would love to hear what your favorite item is that you saw today. If you like this kind of content, please consider giving me a follow or like a subscribe. Oh, the baby. Sorry, I'll try to be quiet. And thanks for being here. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
So summer is supposed to feel slow, right? Bare feet, iced coffee, long days with nowhere to be, but somehow our calendar is packed. The car is always full and we're constantly on the go, chasing memories, community, and good things that sometimes can come all at once. I love summertime and I want to soak it in, especially with my kids while I still have them under my roof. But lately I feel like I look like I live a slow life, but it's actually running at full speed. In today's video, I want to talk about what it looks like to find peace in the beautiful chaos of summer. How can we slow down when life won't? And how presence, not perfection, is what really makes this season matter. Here I'm showing you guys a little peek into our new landscaping. I know I showed you guys all of the old ones. The new is looking good, but it's not anything that's like super beautiful yet. It'll look a lot better next year. So I'm just walking around this morning, getting everything nice and soaked and ready for the summer heat. I also want to say a huge thank you to Sage for being the sponsor of today's video.
Hello friends, welcome to my living room. I am sporting my orange bandana today because I literally just got back from camp and I'm representing Orange Team. I know that I shout this out every year that I do this, but each year I volunteer with a program called TRAC. It stands for Teen Reach Adventure Camp. It is my absolute favorite volunteer opportunity. If you're unfamiliar, TRAC and Royal Family Kids Camps, they offer free camps for high-risk kids in the foster care system. We are called as Christians to love on the orphan and the widow. And honestly, kids in the foster care system, those are the modern day orphans in America. So they do boys camps and girls camps. I always volunteer to be like a cabin leader, camp counselor type position, but we just bring them all in and give them the best weekend ever where they are the center of attention and receive all of the love. I know this doesn't have anything to do with my typical content, but if you guys have a track camp in your state, I would highly recommend volunteering, or you can always donate to the program too. So I'll put their information below. Anyway, I just rolled in last night after being gone for 4 days doing this, and I'm a little bit tired, but we've got some fun things to do. Today, I am gonna be focusing on our house, and I'm gonna give you a very realistic look at what our house looks like in the summertime. Am I looking forward to showing this to you? No, because it's gonna make me look horrible. But you know what? I also want this place to be a place where people feel seen, where people realize that it's okay if your house is messy sometimes, because all of our house is messy sometimes. And summertime can be really, really tough with just all of the activities that are going on, and sometimes your house looks like this. So let me show you what we're currently working with. Okay, so I know that some of you, literally your house never looks like this. Like, you're a type A personality, you're naturally neat, naturally tidy, and that is awesome. I wish that I had that temperament, but I don't. So this is currently the space that we are in our dining room. Let me show you all the signs of summer that we have around here. All right, coming on in, we have camper mail from Rosie to my little camper that I had this week. My bandana, computer, my pillow from camp. Listen, a lot of times we just come in and we dump our stuff from all of our activities that we're in. I've got some food that I brought to camp. You guys can see over here that we have a broken plate, and we've got Tupperware containers from the parties that we've been having and all the people that we've been hosting. And sometimes stuff like this, it just kind of gathers. I've got a bag of things that I need to return. Oh my gosh, this is by far the worst part. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 baskets of laundry that need to be handled. So can't wait to tackle that. Couches that look like people have sat on them. I've got my suitcase that needs to be unpacked, our unmade bed. Just, you know what I mean, like diapers on the floor. Listen, I'm not perfect. I don't expect anybody else to be perfect. And even when our house looks like this, we still welcome all of you into it. And I hope that this encourages some of you guys that we all have messy houses sometimes. We all have crazy schedules sometimes, and it takes a lot to maintain it. So in conversation with our friends lately, people keep asking me how I'm doing, and the answer is not the best. Honestly, and I feel a little bit guilty about this answer because I don't quite know how to change this. Basically, I have the very privileged problem of having too much going on, like too many good things, and not knowing how to slow down and create margin in my life. And I think it's easy to see people online that have like a certain aesthetic. We have a very, farmhouse, country life aesthetic, and we live in the country, we live in a farmhouse, and I love antiques, I love primitives, like all that kind of stuff. Our home looks a lot slower than it probably actually is, especially with 4 small kids. And something that I have done that I'm still not sure if it's a good or a bad thing is that I have so many special and nostalgic memories of growing up in the summertime, playing in the pool with my friends, going to the zoo, like all of these things that a lot of times I want to recreate those memories for my own kids. So we wind up, constantly being in the car, on the road somewhere fun. Also, I'm realizing that my oldest is halfway to being 18, and it makes me just want to spend as much time making memories with our little girls as possible. And so with that with going on a bunch of road trips and having summer fun, visiting grandparents, doing all the water stuff, visiting lakes, rivers, pools, like all of that, we wind up just coming home and, you know, dumping our overnight bag or dumping our pool bag, putting everybody to bed, turning off all the lights, and then being too exhausted to fully unpack or put things away. But next thing you know, we need the pool bag again. So why fully unpack it when we're just gonna need it again? But then we find soggy towels, like all of this stuff. And I have just really struggled with keeping up our home in the midst of this. Also, I don't feel like I'm able to appreciate all of the fun things that we're doing because they're so packed in. Like, I feel like I don't even have enough time to be able to anticipate something really fun. And the next thing you know, I'm just thrust into the next activity. I feel like in our home, I am constantly playing catch up. Like, I get home and everything is a disaster. The weight of that gives me a lot of anxiety. Something that I've always wanted to communicate within this channel is that we are not about perfection here. Things do get messy, but we don't want to remain in the mess. I refuse to just sit in the fact that I'm a messy person and I will always be a messy person. It is my job to make sure that I am always growing, and keeping a clean and organized home is what is always best for my family. So I'm always trying to get in that place. But something that I've also realized is that many people who have very organized homes or very clean homes or live these like beautiful aesthetic slow lives, that they are not as involved in community as Josh and I are. As I shared earlier, we are involved in like summer camps and VBS. You know, Josh and I also lead a young adults small group, which has turned into a huge group. We do that every single week. We host tons of kids in our house every single week. We're very involved with our families. And it just makes for a very full community life, but it makes it hard to be able to give our home the time and attention that it deserves. But that's something that I've just kind of had to accept, that if we are going to be a light in our community and love on our families, it may come at the cost of not having a perfectly functional or beautiful home. And I think I've had to become okay with that. When I look around my house, I'm trying my best to just appreciate the chaos and realize that all of these little clothes that are everywhere are from our 4 beautiful, healthy girls. All of the food everywhere is from the time that we get to spend together in communion. All of the toys and papers and art supplies everywhere, those things don't happen if your kids are just watching TV all the time. And so it makes me appreciate their creative nature. So while I know that this cleanup is only temporary, I'm going to give it my best effort, make our home as clean as possible, and also do my best to slow down and try to be present in the moment and appreciate all of these summer months, appreciate our friends and our family, and the fact that we get to do community with people the way that we do. Okay, and I'm off again, heading to my clay pottery class. Okay, so this is my 3rd week. Last time I talked to you, I was on my very first week, just kind of like making some stuff on the wheel. Last week, we did like some trimming, and I really wanted to make handles for my coffee mugs. I noticed that a lot of people that take the class, they just make the actual like mug and they don't put a handle on it, but listen, we're gonna go above and beyond and we're gonna make some handles, or I already made them. I need to like get them attached and everything. And then I'm gonna see what else we've got going on. Maybe I can make some more pieces. I would like to make some, I've got a lot of clay. So when I purchased class, it's like you purchase the 4 classes and then you also purchase like this hunk of clay. And I have like barely even dove into mine. And I would like to use it before my class is over. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can work a little bit longer today and get some more stuff thrown. I'm not sure if I want to throw something or if I want to make like a, what is it called? Like not a pinch pot, but like a coil. I want to make, I've got 2 things I'm thinking of. I would like to make a strainer like for fruit or something like that, like a colander. And I'm also interested in making like a pot for plants, but I know that that's going to be kind of big, take a lot of clay. So I don't know. I'm gonna ask my teacher what I should do, and yeah, I'll try to get some shots of what I'm doing while I'm in there. I will say that as fun as this is and how much I want to document it, it is like messy. Like my hands are literally coated in clay and slip and everything for a lot of the time, so it's not super easy to get shots, but I will do my best because this is so much fun. Okay, so this is what I made today. It's a little bit wobbly, but it's actually pretty big. You guys can see that it's kind of large, but the bottom is so thin, so I'm a little bit nervous about it. And then over here, I've got 3 mugs here, and then little handles to put on each one of them. You guys, this time that has been spent in the studio has been one of my favorite. This is like my favorite birthday gift I've ever been given. Josh actually got me this whole class. I love looking over at the glaze samples here on the wall. They're just so beautiful. These are only available if you have like an actual membership. So maybe at some point I'll get a real membership, but it's not super close to my house, so it's not the easiest to get to. But I have felt so much like the old me being in here and just using my hands, being creative. It has been one of the most like randomly therapeutic things in the whole world. Also being able to do it with one of my best friends, Mac, has been such a blessing to me. So I thought I would also show you guys some of the little pieces that others have made and all the colors that they've been using. Here is my bowls that I've been working on. I'm trying to get them hardened a little bit so that I could make one into a colander. Here's Mac. She's working on one of her bowls, and I'm gonna get mine trimmed and see if I can make something cute out of this. Ready? Whoosh! Hi! Summer has a way of sweeping us up in its golden rush. Days overflowing with good things, special places to go, and memories to make. Sometimes it looks like we're living inside of a dreamy farmhouse postcard. It looks slow and simple on the outside, while inside life spins fast with backpacks dumped by the door, early mornings, and one activity tumbling into the next. We chase the nostalgia of our own childhood summers, hoping to give our kids those same magic moments. With our kids growing older, it makes each memory feel more urgent and more precious. So we say yes. Yes to beach days, sleepovers, church cookouts, and late night ice cream runs. And somewhere between packing the car, unpacking the car, and collapsing into bed, we realize that we're not really slowing down. But in the midst of this whirlwind, there is something sacred. We may not have the perfectly curated, spotless home. We may constantly feel a step behind, but we are present. We are connected. We are building a life with meaning, woven with community, laughter, and love. This summer, we're choosing to embrace the mess without staying stuck in it. We're keeping our home as a place of peace, not perfection, because it matters to our family. We're choosing screen-free days, not to add pressure, but to open up space to hear each other, to rest, to anticipate joy instead of rushing past it. Even in the chaos, peace is there, quiet and steady. It's in the car ride conversations, the sand in our shoes, the laughter around our messy dinner table. The goal isn't to slow life down to a halt, but to live with intention. to breathe deep, notice beauty, and make margin for what matters most. So here's to the imperfect, beautiful, busy, real summer. May we find peace not by doing less, but by being more present in all of it. Thank you.
I love it.
Okay, with the fireflies.
This is the best day ever in fireworks.
Well, hello everybody and welcome currently to my dining room. Today we've got some fun plans. My friend Marissa and I are going to a town called Walnut, Iowa, also known as Antique City. You guys might recognize this place because this is where, one second, this is where I took my friends when like my YouTube friends came into town. We went to Walnut because they've got literally the best antique stores in the entire, I don't know, tri-state area.
What's the tri-state area?
It's like Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, like, you know, kind of like the corner that we're down in. Anyway, it's not too far from here, so we're gonna make a little day trip today. We're gonna take our little babies. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're gonna bring your Polaroid today?
Yeah.
And we're gonna see what kind of antique treasures we can find. So, you ready to get started?
Yep.
Rosie's not going with me. The dads are taking the big kids and the moms get to go and party in Antique City.
With the little babies.
Okay, so some of you guys may recognize my friend Marissa, who's going to be going to Walnut with me today. She actually joined my YouTube friends and I last time they came to town, and she went to the General Crook Museum with all of us, which was awesome. She's one of my best friends. You guys may also remember in the video that we went to this awesome town of Walnut. I think that they have something like 20 antique stores in just a few block radius. It is wild. We found some awesome stuff just going into the main antique stores in Walnut, but in this show there are over 300 vendors and like 20 to 30,000 people show up, so I'm really excited. All right, everybody, well, welcome to the 42nd annual Walnut Antique Show. This began in 1982, and it has a rich history of attracting antique vendors and shoppers from around the world. These guys set up their booths and they restock daily with newly displayed items. If you find something you like here, it's best to just buy it because it will most likely not be here the next day. Walnut's turn-of-the-century buildings, their brick and tree-lined streets, the country hospitality, and their existing malls and shops are the perfect setting for this wonderful annual event held each summer. If you are a big antique lover, especially if you love like primitives and whatnot, this is the place for you.
I know, same. We have one that's almost like this. You guys have one too, right?
Yes, but it no.
No.
I got dropped. I think one of my kids was taking like a post out to the chicken area and dropped it on the brick. So this thing were, you know, I got it for like maybe $5.
So cool. Dang, 165.
Have a few.
Little ones?
We have, yeah, 2 of these. They're so fun. I'd love to have more. And you could do like little, actually they're smaller like this.
What, like eggs or something?
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, there were so many beautiful pieces here on this day. Like, I expected some good antiques, but I don't know if I ever expected this much. Okay, so I see that this says like cloves, cinnamon, ginger. Do you guys know what this is meant to store, this like slotted piece? And then there was lots of cabinets like this with multiple drawers. So cool. And then of course there was Crocs upon Crocs upon Crocs here and all kinds of really cool pieces. One thing that I loved over here that I spotted was this chair, and I know that I have multiple chairs like this, and so that was my reason for not purchasing it, but I just loved it. All of the patina on it, the color was perfect, and I also loved the little kind of like spindles that it had on it. They were so pretty, and it was definitely a tempting piece. This was amazing to me over here that everything on this table was $5. I just couldn't even believe it. You guys know that I love me some cheese molds. I think that these are so cute. You could use them to store like tea bags or whatever. I've been looking for a fan for a long time, but something tells me that that one at $5 would not have worked. I thought of Andrea, my friend from Pine and Prospect Home, when I saw these galvanized buckets. I think about how she puts her hydrangeas in them every year, and they're so gorgeous. This guy had a lot of doorknobs and whatnot, and then I came over here and I saw this little crock. This was only $16, and I kind of put it in my brain that if I wasn't to find anything that day, I probably would have come home with it. Unfortunately, it left my mind, and since it left my mind, it must not have been that important.
Oh, and then this one over here. Then there's this one. Dang, they're not pretty. But this would be so beautiful stuck together. Especially if you can just put like grapes in them. You know.
Honestly, I started doing it. Gosh, these are all so cute.
Love that. I mean, this is cool too. Okay, honestly, here's the thing. I really want a stoneware mug. I've been looking for one for, I don't have any need for mugs. I'm actually making some right now. But I'm taking a pottery studio class and I'm like loving right now.
I bet you're good at it, Kristen.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this because this may be coming back. The only thing that I'm like concerned about on these is lead. So, cause I like reheat my coffee a lot, and I have a lead kit at my house because I love these. And this one's cool too. But
You can just like swab it.
you can swab it and it'll let you know if there's lead in it. It's like, oh my gosh, look at this one over here. $165 though, dang. And then these are like the super rare, like this kind right here with these type of designs, but that's why it has that price.
I didn't realize that. I don't actually love that design, but I have seen these.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I know, I kind of tend to go for more like I think we have similar style, like kind of more like this. I have lavender that I got at, what's it called? Like TJ Maxx, and I think it was like $6. But they are cute. I love how they're wrapped in old newspapers too. That's really pretty. This is like my favorite style of quilt, like these star quilts. I don't love the colors of this one though. Like this kind of stuff is not my favorite, but I love that pattern. I've heard that there's like a technique where you can like dip your baskets in like a vinegar, or maybe it's bleach or vinegar to get it to turn to that color. And I think I want to try it with the ones that I have, but it's really cute. I'm just surprised it's this color because they're typically like orange. Are you familiar with the Longaberger? But they're never that pretty.
Basket versus.
Where?
Like the little on the shelf.
Yeah. I think those were originally for like fish, right? Whatever this tapestry is. This is cool. Is that a rug or?
Yeah, that looks like
Tell. The thing that stinks is that typically really cool rugs like this are so small, you know, and I'm like, I need bigger rugs.
finding like the right.
The brass one? Do you mean this one? Oh, I thought you said the brass one.
I feel like I was thinking I want a brass duck, but I haven't seen one.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally obsessed with this. This is exactly what I want. Did you say, oh, it's $285? $285 is not bad. The cute little high chair too. I'm literally obsessed.
I love that high chair you gave me.
Oh, the funny thing is that I have the same one now. The one that I gave you, I found it, but I found it with a tray on it, and so, sorry. Oh, I love every single thing on here.
Okay, and over here, I actually was not looking at these stickers, but actually the rugs that they were on. This guy had such a nice display, and I wasn't even attracted to like anything that was on these, but I just thought they were so cool. There's also this really beautiful, I don't know if it was like a cowhide or what, but so nice. This whole area had excellent like primitive items. I just thought it was so beautiful over here. You can see that they even have like this little dollhouse. It's so cute. We came over to these little cabinets, like I said, with like a lot of shelves. These are always a little bit pricey, but I just thought I would get a shot of them. And then I saw mini cutting boards, which is actually something that I had thought about the morning that I left to go on this trip. I was like, man, I really wish I would have had a small cutting board, and I found some really beautiful ones in here. It was really hard to choose between all of them because they were so cute. And then Marissa got a box. I don't know where she found this thing, but it was absolutely beautiful. And I think she paid like $10 for it, like super cheap. Again, there's just more Crocs, and up here I saw this super cute little, what would you call this? Like a coffee creamer or something? Let's see. It says double blue stripe hand-turned pitcher, so I guess it could be used for many things. I caught Marissa out here looking at some crock bowls, and I can't even tell you, it's not like just one person had a booth like this. There was beautiful booth after beautiful booth.
I love this. This like, that like kind of like salt glaze look is so pretty. This barrister's cabinet's really cute.
They're just yeah, you can put a roast or whatever.
I've always wanted sleigh bells. They're so cool. I don't know if these have a price on them. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Well, darn it.
Okay, she had this at 69 and I was looking at it, and then she comes over and is like, I can do 45.
That's so cool. This is awesome. It reminds me of that old one that we gave you forever ago. That's in the boys' room.
It is in the room, yes. I know, that's what it reminded me of.
So cute. 225, dang. I have one, but they're always. Wait, oh, 16 bucks? That's not bad. Huh. Okay. I'll add this to my. Yes, it looks like it's not. These are really cool though. Really like this blanket right here with the blue and white, but it's like super tattered. This table is gorgeous. Even these are kind of cool. These little brass giraffes. I like these. These like this dark color. Whenever I was like collecting Crocs, I would always do the light ones, but now I'm like I want more of a variety. This is really pretty with all these scoops. Oh, these actually aren't too bad. It's 12 bucks for a scoop. I don't really need a scoop, but if I did, this is where I'd be. Yeah. This whole bowl that holds it all is really cool too. The other one was 16. This one is 35.
Like these different designs on the Crocs too.
Yeah, those are like the old ones. This is like terrible lighting in here. I was like doing this one like for a second. I see like flashing light.
So we had to come inside some of the indoor shops just because they are so good here. We would truly be doing ourselves a disservice if we ignored these places. I thought that this mug was so cute. I am obsessed with mugs and glazes, like just beautiful things like this. I don't know who this is on here. Is it like John Wayne or something? Don't hate me for not knowing. But oh my gosh, you guys, this cabinet here is probably the most beautiful piece that I saw all day. I am kicking myself because my friend Marissa, she found a salt box that was to die for. It was the greatest pick of the day, and wouldn't you guess it, I forgot to hit record while I was recording her, and then I hit the record button as I was taking my phone down and starting to put it in my pocket. I could not believe it. I'm so sad that I didn't catch it, but I guess you guys are just gonna be subject to look at marmalade jars instead. I did think that this painting was really beautiful. We came over to this other shop that I remember being my favorite last time we were here. I will say that with a stroller, it was a lot harder than last time that I went with just the baby carrier, but they have so many beautiful pieces in such gorgeous displays in this place. I just couldn't help it.
Lily's trying to like grab everything. I like this table, but I don't love like the color, but the actual wood on it is really nice. The $89 isn't bad. Look at this guy. I don't even know what that is. $250 though. Dang. She's like, why are you stopping? So cool.
Usually 150. It's all hand carved with birds on it and stuff. Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are pretty. Got this like big empty side of our house, but I would want a big one. Like that one, that middle one's cool. But even compared to our house, I don't know if it would be big enough. All right, we're buying the barn quilt. We're gonna have to put a sealant on it, but I love the design and the colors and everything, so I'm happy. Is there any good ones over there? I always love quilts. You're looking for a what? Just like any. I really want a red one. I like this one. That would go with my house. That one's pretty too. It's like always the star. I love the star design. Honestly, even when it comes to like putting them together and making sure that like the stripes are all going the right direction and everything, that takes so much like thought. But I don't see prices on these, but they're probably like 100 plus, let me guess, 195.
Okay, everybody, well, I am finishing off this video just on our little side porch. It is so hot out there and it's still hot, but I thought I would just show you the couple things that I purchased from our little trip to Walnut. We had so much fun. It just felt so nice to be with a friend who kind of understands the same things that I love. You know, you guys might think that as YouTubers that we are just surrounded by all kinds of people that have the same interests as us in our hometowns, but that's not the case. And my friend Marissa, she is like my main friend that lives in the Omaha area that loves vintage, loves antiques and like home decor, all that kind of stuff. So it was such a treat to be able to spend today with her. So the two things that I got were both things that have been like on my list. You know, there's so many things there that I would have loved to have purchased, but things that I wouldn't have a place for. Something that I really need is a cutting board for like little things, you know, like fruits. We eat strawberries a lot, you know, like maybe little apples, something where I don't have to like pull out a whole huge cutting board in order to get it cut up or mess with like all the stuff that's hanging on our wall. So I am really excited about this. I loved the little knot in it. On this side, it looks like there's maybe a sticker there at some point. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I got this. And then my big purchase was this barn quilt. Yes, barn quilt. I have honestly been looking for these on Facebook Marketplace for a long time. And I feel like every time I find them, they're like not real, or they're like a piece of wood with the design printed on it and not actual pieces that are cut out. I didn't get a shot of the people that made these, but it's actually an Amish family. I kind of felt silly because when I went to pay for it, I asked if they took Venmo because I didn't take any cash with me. But my friend Marissa just so happened to have the exact amount of cash. So, well, almost. They were asking $85 for this, and I kind of bartered down to $75, which I know sounds like a lot of money to you guys. But when you take a look at it, you can see here that every single piece is its own individual piece of wood. And these have all been cut out to fit together. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm feeling a little bit guilty for bartering with him. But honestly, I just really loved the pattern. You guys know that I love a star pattern, and I loved the colors as well. Sometimes I'll find these and I'm not crazy about the actual colors that they used, but I loved the kind of like burgundy browns with the greens and the whites and grays and blacks. I just thought that this was really pretty, nice and new, like colorful, but still neutral. And so I was really excited to get it. So I bartered him down to $75. Marissa took out her cash and she had exactly $73 and he took it, which we were super happy about. So I'm not 100% sure how we're gonna get this up on the side of our house. I will say that because it's made out of real wood, it's very heavy. And so if you guys have an idea of how to attach this to the side of a house, I would definitely be interested because I'm a little bit nervous to try to do this on my own. I'll probably wind up recruiting Josh, but Josh probably won't know how to do it either. So any suggestions that you guys have for me, I will absolutely take. Anyway, y'all can see that I'm like visibly sweating right now. It is so hot. It's like 90 degrees and sunny, and I am ready for a nap. So I want to say a huge thank you to those of you who came along with me on today's video. I know that you guys love antiques, so do I, and so these videos are so fun to make. Anyway, well, we'll see y'all in the next video, and until next time, bye. Hello friends, and welcome to our little country kitchen. We have a fun little video today. A lot of what we're gonna be doing today is preparing for a little get together that we're gonna have at our house. Listen, we love the 4th of July around here, and I know that this is like past tense for y'all because I am filming in real time and you guys are gonna see this a couple weeks later. But 4th of July is actually going to be this upcoming weekend, and not only is it one of our favorite holidays, but it's also our youngest daughter's very first birthday. I told y'all that she was our little firecracker, born on the 4th of July last year. I cannot believe it, it's already been a year. I feel like I just had her. So we're gonna be preparing for that. I have to tell you, this is gonna sound hypocritical with what I just said, but I actually don't typically decorate for 4th of July. It's just that oftentimes in the summer, our schedule is so busy that I just don't have it in me to like fully redecorate our house. So like, I'll do our house for fall time, love me some fall decorating. I absolutely will go all out for Christmas time. And then usually I like to take a break and then kind of slowly bring things in for spring, fill it out, make it floral and beautiful. And then by summertime, I'm like exhausted from it all. But now that we have a child that was born on 4th of July, I feel like we need to, you know, do a few little things to celebrate. So I might go look for some like, you know, minimal decorations, and we're gonna get this place clean, cute, and put together. So come along with me, let's have a blast. I'm not gonna lie, I still have like springtime decor around here. Not that tulips don't still look cute. There's just no actual tulips out in the yard anymore. You guys know that I'm not huge into pink, but I do bring it in for springtime. So let's nix it. Let's replace our pinks with like some reds. I can't believe I'm gonna say that, but for 4th of July. By the way, you guys, look, I got some new little curtains that I thought were kind of cute. I didn't get them, I just made them. Honestly, I just went to Hobby Lobby and bought some like blue and white gingham fabric, and I actually bought it at the wrong size. So I'm gonna have to go back and get some more that are longer. I thought that I could do this with just 1 yard and get some curtains for here and for over our sink, but apparently I didn't get enough. So that's okay. I spent like a total of $5 on these, and I just did the ripped edge that I've done before and just hung them with these little clips. You know what? They don't look perfect. They're not perfect. I ultimately would love to actually sew some curtains and make like a nice thick bottom and everything. I don't necessarily have the time or capacity to do that right now. I feel like these look so much cuter with what we got going on than the curtains that we had before. I'll bring those back for like fall time and Christmas time and everything, but for now, I feel like these little blue ones are so festive, especially for 4th of July. Okay, and
just thinking about this, I could use you guys' help. So you guys remember I bought that barn quilt, and I'm wondering where it would look best on the side of our house. We just have like this big open space. Do you guys think that it would be better to be centered immediately underneath this window right here? Or would it look better to be between this door and our kitchen window? It would not be centered, but it would be kind of like centered between the two of these. Do you think it'd look better up here or down here? Let me know in the comments because I really don't know what to do.
Okay, let's go ahead and hit some thrift stores. I think it's always important to hit thrift stores first because you can spend less on quality, nice, you know, antique, expensive, fancy thrift store purchases than you would even at the Dollar Tree.
Okay, so we're in the car, and first things first, we are going to the thrift store. We're gonna see if we can find some 4th of July decorations for our little party. We'll see. So walking into St. Vincent de Paul, they had an entire display of just like American flag 4th of July decorations, and I kind of wanted to sift through here and see what I could find. There was an American flag, but it was really like faded on one side, or like one half, not just one side, but like the top half of the flag and the bottom half was all bright and colorful. I did think that these little angels were cute. This isn't really my style, but I have like a deep appreciation for all of these like cutesy little things, even like these bears, like these American flag bears. Again, I'm not gonna buy them, but I think that they're so dang cute. And then I was just gonna show you guys some of the pieces that I saw. There was like this little Uncle Sam deal here, and kind of like a cute, I think that this is for a votive candle, I believe. And then over here I found some beautiful ceramics, lots of blue pieces, which you guys know that I'm always a fan of blue and white. But I found these like dinerware type, like thick, I don't know if it's ironstone, but I would not be surprised if these were ironstone pieces. And then over here, I actually almost bought these. They were little blue earrings with, you know, some little gold surrounding with little gemstones in them. Here's more of these blue pieces. I think that these were false graph. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong. And then this crazed blue piece I thought was really pretty, but I did not recognize the stamp on the back. Over here, I found this adorable little teapot, and like this thing looks old as junk. I was really excited to find it. And then I thought that this could be a really nice piece for serving. It looks like pewter on wood, and there was actually a few pieces that were similar to this, but I liked this one the most. Up here I found this cool copper deal, and I considered buying it. I wasn't 100% sure what I would do with it, but I thought it could be kind of like a statement piece to display food. Down here I found this cute little canister with a wood top. I have an affinity for these kinds of things. And then I found this beautiful apron with this red pattern. Y'all know I instantly grabbed this thing for 4th of July. I almost bought this pillow. Not that I need it, I just thought it was some cool texture, and I think that that's something that I need in my pillows, I guess, is texture. Down here I saw some bunting. These were $5.99, which, I don't know, I kind of hesitated about it at first. Over here was more of these like little not figurines, but like stuffed character animals things. I don't know, they had lots of this style. I don't know what you call it. Would you just call this like craft style things? And I thought this rooster was pretty cool. I don't know why I decided to get a shot of him. And then I found this cute little teapot again. I couldn't believe that I found two like blue and white teapots that were both this old on this day. So I'd show y'all a shot of this as well.
Okay friends, well we are back in the kitchen and I have a full-on flat lay of all of the finds that I got yesterday. People, we had amazing luck. I honestly never expected to find such good stuff. I also pulled a few things up from like our Christmas collection as well to bring in a little bit more red. So let me share with you what I found. Y'all know that the first rule of decoration shopping is thrifting. Okay, but honestly, my shirt. Let's talk about this because this is so cute. This is not thrifted. I found this at Target And I just thought it was the cutest little thing. It reminds me of like the classic Ralph Lauren shirt, but unfortunately it's not 100% cotton like Ralph Lauren, and it's, you know, maybe like a third of the price of what a Ralph Lauren shirt would be. Maybe even less, maybe even more like a quarter. So I've been looking for something like this for a long time, and I finally caved and I bought it. So that's number one, although it may be a little bit too hot on Friday to actually wear this. Let me just grab the camera here and I will take you along and show you all the cool stuff I found. Okay, so the first store that I went to was the St. Vincent de Paul store in Papillion, and the prices were amazing. I was really shocked because I had been to the St. Vincent de Paul in West Omaha and the prices were so expensive. So one of my primary goals was to integrate a little bit more red, but you guys know that I don't like red. But when I found this fabric, I spotted it from across the store and I thought it was so cute. It's this little apron. Let me try it on. Okay, look at this. Is this not the cutest little thing? I could not believe that this was only listed at $1.99. I mean, not that I expected it to be like expensive, but honestly, there's a part of me that wants to just run around our house on 4th of July wearing this because I feel like it makes me look cuter than I actually am. Let me take this tag off, but I was so impressed by that. Honestly, I don't know how it looks with a sweatshirt, but it looked a lot cuter yesterday when I was wearing it, but it's got pockets and everything. I actually think that I'm just going to hang it up right here just to bring a little bit of red over into this area of our kitchen. That's what I need the most because I have a lot of blue and white, but red is the key. That's what I'm missing. Honestly, I just had really great luck with ceramics, strangely, at St. Vincent de Paul. So I bought these yesterday and I put them in the dishwasher and I almost wore off the price. I forgot to take the sticker off, but these were $1.19 a piece. This is by Dansk, as you guys can see. But I was mostly attracted to the glaze on this. I thought it was so pretty. It's not super shiny. It almost has like a matte quality to it, but I loved the speckles in it. There was 2 of them, and I just thought that these could be really cute for being like serving trays. In addition, I found this really cute like dinerware. You guys can see that it has some age to it. It has this gold and navy blue. It probably looks black on camera right now, but it's actually a navy blue ring around the edge. Anyway, I thought that they were really cute. These are from a brand called Scammels, and they were also only $1.19 a piece. Honestly, these thick dishes always look so cool, especially when you're trying to have like a nice vintage tablescape. I just thought that these were really cute, and even with like the discoloration and everything. My hair is getting so long, it's starting to get in the way of my camera all the time. Okay, this was actually, I was sad that it didn't have a lid, but this was actually a really beautiful find that I had. This was also $1.19. I don't know if you guys can see, this is actually one of 2 antique teapots that I found. This guy is like legit old. I mean, I don't know if you can tell just by the way that it's made, but it is beautiful, and I'm sure that I could use this year round. My thought is that I could just use it kind of in a little tablescape and maybe put some little flowers sticking out of the top of it, you know, just along with all of the food and whatnot that's going to be on our table at our party. I found this at Goodwill. That was the next store that I visited, and it was $1.99, which, you know, isn't like the greatest price for something so small, but I just thought it was cute. I'm not really a fan typically of like things with words on them, but I thought that this was cute, that it looks like a little sampler. You know, I'm 100% sure that it is not old, but just made to look old. But, you know, the little old lady in me just thought it was cute enough to get. So I got this there. I also got this copper deal right here, and let me know if this is the right way to do this. So obviously it's really dirty on top. I need to get it cleaned up, but it looked pretty clean on the inside. Let me see on the inside of this one. So I could use a little bit of help with this. First of all, can y'all tell me, is this real copper or no? Because I know that in the like 60s and 70s, 80s, whatever it was, they started doing like fake copper, and the handle on this tells me that it may not be like an actual antique, but more just like a vintage. And so my guess is that you put like hot water, like boiling water in this bottom one, correct? And then you set it here up off the ground, or is there supposed to be like a flame? Oh, there's supposed to be like a flame underneath, I believe. And then that heats the water, that heats whatever is in this pan. and then you top it off to keep it all hot, I believe, right? Correct? That's what I'm guessing. I was thinking maybe we could put, like, we're gonna be doing some hot dogs and brats for our friends. I was thinking maybe we could just keep them in here to keep them nice and hot. That was my idea on this. What'd you say?
What are brats?
Brats are like, kind of like a mix between like a sausage and a hot dog. I don't know, like sometimes they can have like jalapenos or cheese in them or something. They're pretty good. You should try one this weekend.
Okay.
Anyway, so I thought maybe we could use this for that. I found this bunting at Goodwill. These were, I already took the tag off because I was trying to see if they would fit on our gazebo outside. But these were 2 for $5.99. So I thought the price was a little bit high for Goodwill, but when you think about it, buying these individually, I saw them at Hobby Lobby and they were like $12 a piece. So I didn't feel like that price was too bad after I took a look at that. They're not like super high quality or anything. They're a little bit thin. You know, they're not like, the stars aren't sewn into them by any means, but I thought that they'd be cute just for decoration. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put them on our gazebo or possibly do like one hanging right here and then one hanging on this other little door or something. I don't know, it depends. I'm not sure if I want people to be more inside or outside on the 4th of July. It's supposed to be absolutely perfect weather, so I think that people are gonna be spending a lot of time in both. I did go over to Dollar Tree and I found these little guys. These are just hot dog holders. Like I said, we're gonna be doing hot dogs and brats as well as like a bunch of sides and whatnot. So these were $1.25 a piece. I just found some of these plates, nothing too crazy, but I told you it was that for some decorations. I got some little globe lights to hang on our front porch. We're planning on having people here into the evening, and so if we can just make it look cute and magical, that is what it's all about. Oh my goodness, y'all, I need to light this candle. I have to admit that this is like my favorite candle right now, mostly because I feel like apple pie is so great for the 4th of July. Like it just seems so fitting, but also with the apple, it has like a hint of fall scent to it. So I know, and I'm one of those basic girls who just absolutely loves fall time. And so we have been burning this in the evenings and we've just been loving it. I'll need to light that when I start decorating. And then honestly, like I said, I just went into our Christmas stuff and I pulled out some of my red that I would have in our kitchen for Christmas time. So I just got this little washcloths, a couple of hand towels, and then also this little apron that I dyed last year. I felt like it turned out pretty cute. So I figured I would hang this in the kitchen too. And then I'm gonna switch out a couple of our pillows with these Christmas pillows. I usually keep these on the girls' beds at Christmas time, but I'm gonna try them on the couch and maybe switch out a couple of our pillows with these red right here too. So I got these little flags. These are Tommy Bahama flags. And I will say that the 4 altogether cost $7.99, which I didn't think was like the greatest price, but when you think about it, it's like $1.99 a flag, which isn't too bad. And I feel like these flags are way cooler than the ones that you can buy just like at the dollar store. So they're made out of a real stick and kind of a tea-stained burlap, like a burlap flag. So I thought we could just like stick these places that we feel like we could use a little bit of festivities. We did get these cute little pinwheels from Hobby Lobby. I liked these because I don't know if you can tell, but they're not like super bright. They're a little bit kind of faded, kind of like the vintage flag look that I like. So these were 40% off of $8.99, I believe. So do that math. And our second one is actually out here in the backyard. We're just sticking it over here just to add a little bit of cutie, a little bit of whimsy.
So as somebody who lives in the United States, I have the privilege of living in a free country, and I deeply value our civil liberties, things like freedom of speech, freedom of worship, and the right to live according to what I believe is true. These are the kinds of gifts that we should never take for granted. But even greater than our national freedom is the spiritual freedom that we have in Jesus Christ. Through Christ, we're set free from the guilt of sin, the weight of shame, and the fear of death. This kind of freedom is something that no government can grant and no earthly power can take away. It's a kind of freedom that reaches the heart, it transforms our mind, and it leads us to love and serve others, not because we must, but because we are free to. I think a lot of people believe that true freedom is being able to do whatever we want, when in reality, our deepest freedom is our ability to move toward our deepest desires, not shallow desires like, gratification or pleasure or wealth or anything like that, but those deep desires that are in us, those desires to make a difference, to be a positive light in others' lives. Living within these boundaries of the way of Jesus gives us a freedom that is greater than anything we could ever plan for ourselves. And as we celebrate the freedoms of our country, let us never forget that the greatest liberty is not just freedom from tyranny, but freedom from sin. And let us use both kinds of freedom, not for our selfish gain, but to glorify God and to serve our neighbors. God, we thank you today for the blessings of liberty, both as citizens of a free nation and as citizens of your kingdom. Thank you for those who have sacrificed for our earthly freedoms, but even more, we praise you for the sacrifice of Jesus, who gave us his life that we might be free from sin and death. Help us not to use our freedom selfishly, but to honor you with how we live, speak, and serve. Make us people who reflect your grace, who love our neighbors, and who live with courage and conviction. May our nation be one that values both justice and mercy, and may your church shine as a light of true freedom in a world still in bondage. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, and I hear that somebody has woken up from her nap. If y'all want to say hi to the birthday girl before we end the video. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this week's video. If y'all want to say happy birthday, happy very first birthday to our Lily girl. We had a lot of fun thrifting and actually celebrating 4th of July in our house this year. So you're the reason why we did this. I hope you know that. Does that make you happy? All right, everybody. Well, until next week, we'll see you later. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, bye, everybody. Well, hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. I have the opportunity to get together with a few other content creators here on YouTube, women who have not just become creative collaborators, but who have become like dear friends to me. This year we met up in Michigan on like the sweetest little Airbnb. It was on a lake. Every night we talked late into the night. We toured a stunning DIY renovated home. We got to go thrifting and antiquing. We ate delicious food and of course made memories that we'll cherish forever. And today I want to take you with us behind the scenes of this retreat. The decor is gorgeous, the conversations are real, and the friendship is deep. Before we get into it, if you guys have been sent here by one of the other women, I want to give a quick introduction. My name is Kristen Hoffman. I'm a wife and a mom, and I love thrifting, homemaking, and intentional living. And if that sounds like anything that you love, I would be honored if you would consider subscribing over here. Now let's go on our retreat. Let me introduce you to the amazing women that I spent this weekend with. These women are not only wildly talented, but they are some of the kindest and wisest souls that I know. She Holds Dearly is all about timeless romantic home decor with a vintage flair.
Sarah shares budget-friendly DIYs, styling tips, and heartwarming homemaking inspiration that helps you create a home that feels collected, cozy, and full of charm. Pine and Prospect Home is where classic charm meets cottage style. Andrea shares her journey of renovating a historic home with timeless design, budget DIYs, and thoughtful touches that make everyday spaces feel warm, welcoming, and full of character. Grace in My Space blends modern design with cozy, livable style. Sarah shares approachable home decor, practical DIYs, and heart-centered inspiration to help you create a home that's both beautiful and deeply personal. Tidbits and Company is a blend of cozy minimalism and thoughtful living. Cami shares serene decor, simple DIYs, and creative homemaking ideas that bring beauty and calm into everyday moments. Jess is Andrea's sister and is a force to be reckoned with. She literally just knows all of the ins and outs of everything that has to do with blogging and YouTube. Some of my favorite memories from the weekend weren't the big events. They were the honest conversations that we had, whether it was on the couches or around the table, the kind that remind you how important female friendship really is.
There
Jack
she
and chocolate in my
is.
teeth.
No!
She doesn't. She's asleep in the recliner. Oh,
This trip to Michigan has been such a welcome retreat just before the school year starts. As y'all know, it's just around the corner, and I am using Thrive Market to get me through this first little chunk. Teachers have already been sending out emails about how kids are gonna need to have like snacks each day, and I am just going to save myself the hassle because I know that I'm going to forget to buy snacks, and so I'm just gonna get it out of the way and have these guys deliver it right to me. Thrive Market is your go-to for healthy, stress-free grocery shopping. These guys are perfect for easing back into a routine, whether it is like packing snacks or lunches or preparing your family dinners or honestly, just trying to stay on track. Thrive Market helps to simplify your schedule and support your healthy habits. So for us, I mostly wanted to focus on like sending snacks to school with the kids and like easy breakfasts. Their Buy It Again feature makes reordering your favorites fast and effortless, especially for those busy mornings. My YouTube friends were actually the ones who introduced me to this Purely Elizabeth granola. We typically get it whenever we meet together because it is their all-time favorite. So I had to get this for our parfaits that we make in the morning. And then I picked up these little fruit circles. These will be so easy to just throw into their backpacks. And our tried and true favorite, applesauce. Literally every single one of our kids eats these. Lily just saw it out of the corner of her eye and I might be in trouble. Thrive Market members, they save on every order so you can stick to your budget without sacrificing quality. Thrive Market is having their first ever month-long back-to-school sale starting on August 3rd. Shop 25% off of their biggest back-to-school sale ever with the top-rated picks from your favorite categories. But don't wait, bestsellers won't be on sale all month, so grab your favorites now and check back weekly for new deals. You can save even more on lunchbox staples, snack packs, and on-the-go bites. Our girls are loving these little fruit circles. Join Thrive Market today and get 25% off of your back-to-school essentials. Plus, when you go to thrivemarket.com/Kristen Hoffman, you'll get an additional 30% off of your first order plus a free gift. Hello, everybody. We are in, where are we? We're in Michigan, but where?
USA.
It's like the Grand Rapids area right now. And we got this cute little cabin and Sarah found it. It's on this adorable lake. Today we're gonna go over to Sarah's house and visit it and see all of the beauty that's there, and then we're gonna go shopping afterwards.
We should explain.
Yes.
We have two.
Sarah. Oh yes, I know. Sarah and Sarah. We're going to Sarah
Simmons.
Simon's.
Simon?
Simon.
Simons is hosting.
And so we're gonna go over to her house now, and then we're gonna do some fun stuff. So I'll take you along. Okay, so we just got to Sarah's house and it is beautiful. I think that she said that they live on 20 acres, which I'll show you here. It is just absolutely beautiful. So they got this house 2 years ago and it's a 1970s built house, but they actually got it from the original owner, like the guy that built the house, and apparently it was like totally untouched and in really bad condition. But they came in and completely took it down to studs. She told us I'm actually kind of like Andrea's like laughing at me filming right now. Anyway, they like had some like really gross stuff that they found as they were tearing into it, but they took it all the way down to studs and completely like redid almost everything in this house. So gosh darn it, she's filming me. I'm gonna take you through this house. Get out of here. She's such a turd.
More modern, so I feel like this will
I'm totally stealing Sarah's content right now.
maybe don't love the traditional style.
One of the most exciting parts of the trip was getting to tour this home. Lovingly renovated by Sarah from Grace in My Space, every room tells a story, and I cannot wait to show you inside.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it smells so good in here. It smells like wood. Oh yeah.
Cameras out. This is so funny.
This is so much bigger in real life. Like, I can't tell from your videos. Gotta turn on the art.
Oh yeah.
That's a frame TV. No, it's a canvas.
Y'all know that I loved opening up these little hutch doors and seeing all of these beautiful pieces inside. Sarah does such an amazing job of blending old and new. It's like the pieces that she found that were antique are so authentic with so much texture. Maybe that's what it is that she's so great at. But I was honestly the most impressed by her eye for color. I really was taking so many notes on like what I need to do in my own home because she did such an amazing job. Just look at this.
So this room's all an addition, but before it was a big solarium. Well, it wasn't big actually. It was like maybe to where Jess is standing. So just like all glass.
I remember seeing that.
And it wasn't heated.
But it was interior.
It was interior. It was all when there was no doors, no way to close it off. And so in the winter there were like icicles growing in our house. So we ripped that down and instead did something that was like practical for our family.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the bag is personalized.
Thank you so
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
It's Lego flowers.
And my name is even spelled correctly. So cute.
Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with this color. Thank you.
All those details. Yeah, it was the entire room, and it was really overwhelming because it was dark. So we just kept it.
I loved this wood paneling behind this fireplace right here. It was so beautiful. This whole area is kind of in between her living room and just off of her kitchen, as you can see. But the detail in it was just so amazing. She said that this was original with the house and it used to be all over, but they only saved a little bit of it. And then into her kitchen, everything is just so thoughtful. We were all talking about how cool all of these mortar and pestles were that she had. I don't even know, where do you even find this many gorgeous mortar and pestles? And then over here, she had this beautiful area that was all completely DIY'd, and that color of those cabinets is so cute. And then over here, I think that this was my favorite part of the whole home, and it is this gallery wall. You guys can see that she collected mostly black and white prints, and I was thinking that many of these she may have like printed off, but she told us that most of them are actually original prints, which was just so mind-boggling and impressive to me. Over here, they've got this sweet kind of side room that was painted that beautiful blue color, and then over into their laundry room. I didn't get a whole lot of footage over here, but it was so cute. We went upstairs to see her office area and their bedroom. They had all these photos on the wall that she had taken, as well as these beautiful seashells and whatnot that they had collected from vacations. And then
Over here was her office, which I got a couple shots of it, and then her bedroom, which we were debating. It looks green in the videos, but I swear in person it looked blue. Then she brought us down into her basement, which honestly, I don't think that if you knew, probably if I hadn't mentioned that it was a basement, you wouldn't even know that it was a basement because it was so beautifully designed. She had another hutch down here with more artwork in it. And I just did my best to just capture as many details as I could of this home. It was so beautiful. And honestly, I don't think you could ever tell that it was built in the 70s. Afterwards, these guys gave us this beautiful charcuterie spread, and we came out to the backyard and enjoyed it all together, and then rested in her living room and just talked about all things mom life, entrepreneur life, YouTube life, all of it, friends. Of course, no retreat would be complete without a little treasure hunting. We hit up some local antique stores and local shops, and let's just say our car was fuller on the drive home than when we came. Look at all these plants. These are beautiful. And Andrea, these mugs match your pajamas. Little block print. So here I am, again, attracted to all things blue and white, all things block print, all things mugs. That mug was like the combination of all three things that I absolutely love. This store just had so many cute things. Honestly, all of it was new, so, which is okay. But I think typically we're usually looking for antiques, but it was just awesome to see such a beautifully curated store. And like all of the books in here were Christian, which was really encouraging. I loved this blue toile dress. I had to get a shot of it. And then these earrings and these little, but I think it's a ring and earrings. I also thought they were so cute.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
So we came over into another kind of new store. They had really beautiful pieces. I kept falling in love with all of these pillows, which is dumb because there's no way that I could have grabbed one of these and taken it home. I thought that this red one would be really cute for Christmas time, but I didn't have any room for these. So I don't know why I was spending so much time on them. Show me your mug, Andrea.
No.
Oh my gosh, this place is beautiful. Okay, but seriously, this place was nuts. It was so beautifully decorated, and honestly, I was shocked because I'm guessing that the hutches and stuff are actually antiques, but all of the pieces that were for sale were actually all new items. But the way that they were designed, it just looked so artisan and handmade. They were just very, very beautiful. And it was almost too much for your eyes to take in because every single piece was just absolutely gorgeous. This was definitely my favorite store of the day that we visited. I wish that we could have taken a little bit more time and just taken in everything, but we had a lot to do on this day. But I just wanted to give you guys a little peek into some of the pretty pieces that I saw, and also some linen pants that I loved but could not afford. And then after this, we got a bite to eat. I got this pulled pork mac and cheese that was so good, and then we came back to the house and relaxed for the rest of the night. Okay, so we are on day 3 of our little trip in Michigan, and today we're going to go to the Found Cottage, which I hadn't heard of it, but the girls all say that it's really awesome. It's owned by Liz Marie Galvin, and apparently it's a mix of old and new stuff. So I'll take y'all along with us there. And then after this, we're gonna go to an antique store. So that's the plan for today, and we're just about to hit the road.
Isn't it?
Wow. There we go. American Girl over here. So being who we are, we had to go to the antique shops. I was really interested in this little swag here that I thought was so cute. And then I was looking at some of these older pieces, more antiques. I've been like obsessed with this new show, Back to the Frontier. I'm like always imagining what it'd be like living in the 1880s. Up here, I found this mustache cup. Look at this. It has like a little like mustache protector. I was dying. I thought that was so funny. I told Sarah this like little pig would have gone well with all of her black and white pictures in her house. And then I was looking at these cute little creamers and again, some ironstone transferware. And I thought that these little cutting boards were super cute too. I honestly thought about grabbing one. You guys know I'm always looking for vintage bells, and of course they were $90. This was probably one of my favorite finds of the day, but look at the prices on these. They are wild. This lower plate is $425, but this was all like antique blue flow. I don't know, is it transferware if it's blue flow? I don't know, but it was absolutely gorgeous and I was shocked.
Here's another wooden bowl. What's this one? Oh, this is for the paddle. I don't know how much this bowl is. Oh wait, here we go. 26.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna break something. How much are the big ones down there?
24 for this big one.
It makes me wonder if those are not actual antiques.
I'm gonna break something.
This one's 125, and this little guy is 60. I think it's just because it's very unique.
Yeah, this is really pretty. I love this hutch. I always love when they have like these little details on them. It's so cute.
Don't you have one very similar to that?
Yeah, mine doesn't have any of the carvings though, and mine is definitely not this. Well, maybe it is. I don't know how old it is. Oh, here's a display. We were talking about flow blue and the difference between flow blue and transferware. Look at all of this. Look at that one, so pretty. I also love this display next to it. It's so pretty. Why am I so boring? Another one of these pillows. They're so cute. I love the color of this big crock over here. This like dark brown or like medium brown. Yeah. Is this the same one you guys were? Oh yeah, there's two of them.
They're huge.
Oh, there's three of them.
Yeah.
I like the dark one though.
Female and male.
Right. We're trying to figure this out. It's a ceramic bedpan as is, which we don't know what as is means in this situation. Maybe it's the crack. I don't know. But what goes in there and what goes in there? Okay.
My beloved, my beloved.
Okay, so we just came to the thrift store and this place is having a Christmas in July sale, so all their Christmas stuff is on sale. They've got some cute stuff.
I don't feel like $20 is bad for that. Yeah. Was this ironstone down here? This might be.
Look at the coloring on this.
Dang, Facebook, not bad.
Made in
Use
Finland.
it as Tupperware.
Wouldn't this be so precious?
Oh
in a
wow,
little
in a girl's room?
Look at
Yes.
that little artwork. It's like, I don't know, what do you think, from the 30s or 40s?
Mhm.
Horse pit.
I don't know, put it in.
So unsanitary.
Gosh, this iron is so heavy.
That's legit.
Oh. What do you do with these? Is it a mold?
No, I think it's a mold. Oh, make corn cakes. Cornbread in the shape of corn.
$10. It's like a wood handle. Or not wood, like a bone handle. Don't you think? Like an antler or something?
Ivory? No, not ivory.
Like a deer antler.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
At first, I wasn't so sure about this thrift store. They didn't have the greatest stuff, but the further back you got, the better stuff that you found. Back here, I also saw this little tiny curling iron. Isn't that wild? At least I'm assuming that that's what that is. Anyway, after this, we all came back and just rested for our last night together and got some great conversation in. Okay, so it is.
I'm so sorry. You're recording.
What? It just started. I was just gonna say it's our last night together. We're just stepping outside for a sec to see this gorgeous sunset, and we're just hanging out, chatting. I was gonna do a little outro. What do you want me to tell the people?
Did I ruin it?
No, you made it. Everybody follow Andrea at
I was
Pine and
just gonna
Prospect
say, if you
Home.
were not following her, I will find you.
She will hurt you.
You can re-record that.
No, I'm not going to. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us on our little trip. We'll have to do this again another year from now. And stay tuned for next week's video. All right, I'm out. I'll see you later. Every year, this retreat fills my creative tank and my heart. These women inspire me, they challenge me, and they remind me of why I started creating in the first place. I hope that this video leaves you feeling the same way. So like I said before, I decided to film an entirely new video of my favorite place that we visited while we were here because it was just that good. So keep an eye out for next week's video and you'll be able to go through the entire found cottage with me. Trust me, it will blow your mind. If you've not already considered subscribing, I would love that. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
You know how people go to Magnolia to see like their seasonal decor? That's what it's like.
I think I might actually like this more than Magnolia. I think that this might be my favorite store I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, well, I have to make a new video about the store. I literally just walked through to go to the bathroom and there's no way that I'm going to be able to cover this in my other video. So we are at the Found Cottage, which is a store that I guess Liz Marie Galvin puts together, if you guys are familiar with her. Just walked in, walked to the bathroom, and I was like, this is amazing. This place is so beautiful. So it's a lot of antiques, but mixed with new. But it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm here with my friends. I'm here with Andrea from Pine and Prospect Home, Cami from Tidbits. I'm here with Sarah from Grace in My Space and Sarah from She Holds Dearly, as well as Andrea's sister Jess. And we are looking through here, so they're gonna be in the video too. And let me just show you the amazing, amazing pieces that are here. I don't know how we're ever gonna leave. Okay, so we are going in through the front. It's already so cute. It's honestly just like a big warehouse, but the way that they decorate it is so cute. I think these little, what do you call these, like topiaries are so cute. I'm trying to look. I think that these are these real? They're a little bit pricey, but oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh, I love these kind of like wispy pieces like this. So beautiful. They've got air plants, y'all. I don't know how people decorate their homes without plants. I have tried to be as primitive as I can. I know that primitive doesn't have plants, but they're so cute. Okay, forgive me if I'm not able to spend as much time as I want to on each item. I'm telling you, it's like every single item in the store, even like down to the paint colors, are absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, I won't be able to buy like a ton of things. I am gonna be flying home here tomorrow, but oh my goodness, just for the sake of inspiration, that's why I want to make this video for you guys, because I want you to be inspired the way that I am being inspired right now, just by all of these beautiful pieces. Oh my gosh, there was this John James Audubon print. You guys know that he is my favorite up in here. Like, look at this. Is that not so beautiful? Y'all, I'm obsessed with birds. Nobody can make me not. And then down here below, look at these cute little
pots, let's see, $9.50. I mean, not cheap, but not like crazy. Part of me is thinking like, what can I use these for? I don't know. But darn it, they look good. I think something that Liz Marie does really great is that she groups like items together. So like, you know, maybe having one of these looks okay, but having a lot of them together just looks so cool. I will say that I've seen some really beautiful faux greenery in here too. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this. Yes, I'm still in here. I'm recording. Look at you. I just told my audience that I am starting another video just for this store. Like,
I was thinking it too. I had no idea it was so huge.
That's what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna get a basket too because this place is tempting. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this in the intro, but the Found Cottage is actually located in like the Grand Rapids, Michigan area. So in order to get over to this area of the country, I have had the pleasure of flying. And I don't know if you're anything like me. It doesn't matter if I'm flying or not, or if we're just driving. Differences in altitude, being around people that I'm not typically around, or being in locations that I don't typically go to the bathroom. I have a little bit of a shy gut, if you want to call it that. Basically, whenever I'm traveling, I have a hard time going to the bathroom. If you don't feel well inside, it's hard to truly enjoy yourself. So I'm looking to support my gut health so that I don't have to think about it at all on this trip. Your gut is connected to everything, so show it some love with some DS-01. This stuff is clinically validated to increase the healthy bacteria in your gut by 400%. And a happy gut means a happy you. So if you guys are curious what this is the DS-01 Daily Symbiotic. It's a clinically validated 2-in-1 prebiotic and probiotic that supports your body in and beyond your gut. There are 24 probiotic strains. They support digestive health, gut barrier integrity, skin health, heart health, and immune health. This plant-based prebiotic derived from pomegranate is non-fermenting and gentle on the stomach. Probiotics are most effective when they make it to your stomach alive, and the DS-01 has a 100% survivability rate. Typically when probiotics make it through your system, like all of your stomach acids just eat them alive, but unlike these others, seed stays viable. These guys are designed to deliver a precision release to your colon, and they deliver 20 times the live probiotic bacteria than the leading greens powder. This DS-01 is formulated to reduce bloating and improve your regularity in as little as 2 weeks. And they work beyond the surface to help strengthen your gut microbiome. The DS-01 is the key to whole body health. They support glowing skin from within, they support an optimum balance between good and bad cholesterol, and it promotes a resilient immune system. Listen, I know it might sound weird, but staying regular is so important, especially when traveling. I feel like I always have like gut problems. Oh, but it's true. And I'm glad to say that on this trip, I've had no problems. Sorry to Josh, who has had to deal with all of my problems in the past. As somebody who really cares about her skin, I'm so excited to see all of the benefits of this formula. You guys can use my code KHoffman25 to get 25% off of Seeds DS-01 Daily. While I'm over here, I wanted you guys to see just the furniture, what do you call it, like the pieces that all of these are in are just so beautiful. Like, I don't even know where you could source things like this, because these are obviously antique, but oh my word, they are just so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, and speaking of fall, look at this citrus garland. Andrea and I were just talking about like using star anise in like fall decorating and stuff, and I've seen citrus garlands done with star anise that looks so beautiful. But honestly, this is more for like a summer table with like lemons. I wonder if these are actually dried lemons, but what a beautiful installation. Literally just gasped looking at this old soul vintage. Okay, this is like, if I was cooler, this would be my style. Like Americana. Look at that rug. Oh my gosh, all of it. The little flags. So cool. Okay, I'm looking at this and this cannot be right. It says it's $126 for this rug. This is like, this looks like a hand knotted rug. I'm so confused, but I'm also enthralled. Okay, so this is the back of this little booth area. So fun, so cool. Okay, even this tapestry is $24. I guess it's Jesus. Jesus tapestry. I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed.
So we always try to grab like a little item that reminds us of the place that we've been to. This is a little scenery of Michigan. Really
How much
pretty.
is it?
22.
That's, I mean, honestly though, as like your souvenir for the trip, that's not bad.
I
That's,
know,
it's
but
beautiful.
Why did Andrea put it down and am I
I
taking it from
don't
her?
know. Listen, there's a lot to look at here.
Hey, you snooze, you lose.
Exactly.
Andrea.
Oh, and then you guys know that I have a huge affinity for dinnerware. Look at, oh my gosh, look at these towels. This isn't even flatware, but aren't these gorgeous? Okay, let's look at the price. I always have to see the price. $29 for a set of 4. I think that's too much for my budget. Show me those for fall. I love that it,
Orange color.
well, and I love that it's done with like a gray or like a taupey and not a white. What is it for the 4?
30. It doesn't actually seem that bad.
Set the tone, Cami, set the tone. Okay, speaking of block print, look at this. Okay, this is like my favorite color. Is that the most boring thing you've ever heard in the world? This like linen fabric. They've got these cute little gingham towels. And then look, okay, here's the block print that I love. And then this one down here too. Oh my gosh, how are we ever gonna get out of this store?
Okay, Lisa is Liz's aunt.
And one of the owners of the
Yes.
store. Yes.
Was it your idea to start the store?
It was all 3 of us. 10 years ago, by the way. We'll be 10 this coming January. The 3 of us sat down in a coffee shop one day and said, let's just open a store together. So,
Oh my
Just a
gosh,
store.
wow.
well, and Liz and I had talked about this forever when she was little growing up.
Aw.
My mom was a really fashion forward, decor forward person. And so it started with my mom, who just passed away in June.
Oh.
And it just kind of evolved. I was actually 53 when we opened the store, and this was my first venture. Had no idea what I was doing. We just kind of jumped in. So our first store was next door, and it was probably, I want to say, 5,000 square feet. It was tiny, and we outgrew that in 6 months. That store was all vintage. Come forward to today, we are now 16,000 square feet of
Wow.
retail space, and we have like 10,000 feet worth of warehouse space.
Oh my
Full.
word.
So,
Full
oh
of
yeah,
things.
always full, always evolving, always things coming in.
We were just talking about the inventory. How that must be so much to manage.
Yes.
Oh my word.
So this store, we still have vendors here. Our vendors are on the perimeter of the store, so you can see all the booth spaces around there, and we rent those spaces to different vendors.
Okay.
They are all vintage and antique. The middle of the store, the rest of the store is us.
Okay.
So it's either, and we are all vendors in our own store. So I'm a vendor, Liz is a vendor, and Abby's a vendor.
Oh,
we
cool.
all order our own inventory. Us 3 are the only ones that have new product in here, along with our vintage and antiques. And Abby does all the clothing. Abby is
Okay, I haven't seen the clothing
primarily
yet.
clothing. Oh gosh, yeah, that's another big part of the store. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome.
So that's our story, and here we are today. It's awesome. It's
Thank
awesome.
you so
We are
much for
having so
sharing
much
that
fun.
with us.
Of course.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, how
Yeah.
cool.
And you guys have to come to the market. If you are available, you will not. If you love vintage and antiques, it is incredible.
This massive American flag is $79, which I know, oh my gosh, it's like a, what is this? Oh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh, I wish I could even do this justice. So beautiful.
For dogs and
I know, same. Horses are, that's more my jam is horses, but these dogs are cute too.
I like getting shots of you because
Why I'm
it's
always
just
talking
part of
to
the.
you.
It's just always part of. It's our story. Like you're here with me.
We're buddies. Okay, speaking of horses, here we are. So cute. I'm like not even looking at prices because I'm just like so enamored and like immediately on to the next beautiful thing. It's hard to get caught up on anything because it's like a feast for the eyes. So cute. I love this little pillow too. Okay, speaking of dorky things that I'm obsessed with, one of them is bird mugs. This one is $7.95. Oh, it's a Stein. But still, that's so cute. I love it. Oh, Cammie, this baker's rack reminds me of the one that you have. I mean, it's not light like yours, but isn't that so pretty?
I love a good baker's rack.
Cammie's my inspiration for all things, and I'm truly obsessed with her. It's a little gross. If you're not following her, follow her right now. All right, here you go. If anybody needs to go to the bathroom.
More chamber pots.
Yep, we got chamber pots. Or if you're really hungry for some good soup.
Oh. But those two.
Looks like there's some beautiful ironstone plates down here. Big guys, 15 by 11. 18-inch. Beautiful. Looking at all of these ironstone pitchers. This one looks almost exactly like the one I have. 69. Got mine for $5. This one might be my favorite though. Oh yeah. I wonder if those are antique or if they're new, because Roseville, I think they still put out stuff. I've heard they're for like feeding animals because they have like the thick bottom. Yeah. And so it makes it so that it's easier for them to eat. At least the one that we have, that's what we were told. But I love this little rooster.
So I have a few of these pieces. What do you call it? Vintage diner.
It's like dinerware, yeah.
And I've been collecting plates and bowls, and these little bowls are like $10, but we just saw them at the thrift store for like $10 for an entire
Whole
set.
thing. Yes.
And I was thinking, how do I get this in my suitcase? And I walked away.
Okay, what I saw over here is that I've never seen the same set before, and I bought these for $1 at a thrift store one time. But it's a super heavy duty, what is this pattern called?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, people help us out. I don't know why I can't think of it, but it's so thick. I've never seen it thick like this before. But I can't believe that I bought these for $1 and they're $20 here. Look at these, it's beautiful. I'm a sucker for blue and white. Here's another one of these pillows that I love. This color palette is to die for. This is everything I love. Why can't my house look like this? We're still only like halfway through this massive store. It just goes on and on and on.
The displays and the vignettes. If you have a store, put this on your bucket list to come here for inspiration. Okay, look at this ladder. It's like, you know how people go to Magnolia to see like their seasonal decor? That's what it's like.
I think I might actually like this more than Magnolia. I think that this might be my favorite store I've ever been in.
Yeah, show them the ladder.
Okay, this guy right here.
Like watercolor.
So creative. We got a fancy pants booth over here. Look at how fancy. Goodness gracious. So beautiful. I love that it has the doors too, so it has like all this beautiful natural light. Oh my word. It's like a feast. Feast for your eyes. This is beautiful. I love everything with these green walls too. Isn't that gorgeous? Cammie just showed me this table and I said, look at the legs on that thing. Talk about a pair of great legs. Oh, this cabinet. I'm dying. So beautiful. And look at this cool little tapestry. I've been really interested in these types of tapestries lately, and maybe even hanging one above our stairs because it can't hold very much. 86 bucks. That's kind of a lot. Let me look at this thing. Okay, I laid this out and it's super beautiful, but it's really horizontal, and I know that it would not work in the space that I'm interested in, but isn't that so pretty? I'm loving all of these like group photos everywhere too. And here it is, a whole display of antique camo co. If you guys need a coupon code for these, I have one and I'll put it in the description. Oh my gosh, is this not the coolest display of all time? Look at those drawers. I love that there's some missing and they don't even care. Like they just put it all out. It's even bowing a little bit in the middle, but I'm still obsessed. And whatever this color is, this pink color, I would like to paint my entire house this color, please. And y'all know that I love a duck. Look at this guy. They also have my favorite scent of antique camo coat going, which is so good. They have these little vignettes here. It's like set up like a whole room. How beautiful, right? I love when people have hanging baskets. It's just so pretty. And look at this. Oh my word, I am obsessed. Just loving all of this. This honestly makes me envious of people who have space in their homes to be able to put pieces like this. So sometimes I have a hard time because I see these types of pictures and I'm like, oh, these are so beautiful. But then I remember that I have things that are similar and I just have to say no. How cool is this?
Broom thing and the rug.
Yes, the
thing.
rug beater. So cool. I'm like obsessed with this little guy right here. It does? Stop it. No.
But it's so
Amazing. This is so cool. Oh, the little bench over here too. Oh my goodness, and look at this place. This is next level. How cool. I love all of the dark walls and the brass and the dark wood rustic look. Listen, people, I could definitely do some more masculine look in our house. This is so awesome. Love this. So cute. $75, but that's typically about what these run. Sarah and I were talking about John James Audubon yesterday and how beautiful his prints are. And she was telling me a little bit about his life story and what an inspiration he was to like give his life looking for these birds and like glorifying the Lord through that. So cool.
And once you put something in your basket, I don't know that you're ever going to be able to find where it was.
Right.
I want to upgrade our scrub brush. I can't find copper pans for $20. This
Yeah?
one is $20.
Where did you find that? Over on that side?
I think it was in that corner over there.
Okay.
I thought this is new, but wouldn't this look good with my amber bottle collection? I think?
Yes. It's a nice like kind of different color.
They're not super like unique, like Cami. Show them what you got.
Yeah, let's see yours.
Oh, you want to see this?
That's so unique. Like I want to find something like that.
Yes. Oh, I didn't see that it had a holder and everything with it.
Oh my gosh.
It's
So
more than I
cool.
want to spend, but to me it's like a piece of art. On the
Yeah.
wall.
You've been wanting to come here forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and like these pieces are always like memories of the time that we're like spending together. You
So
know?
it's a timeless splurge. That's why I'm like, am I being too practical? Like I could find these things in Washington. Throw
Right.
practicality out.
No,
I need
this
some
is about
unique
memories.
pieces like this.
I'm pretty sure you'll find it at the pound shop.
Here comes Sarah.
Why are you
Finding
going
the
so fast?
goodies. Are you already?
Fast shopper.
You already gone all the way through?
Oh, yeah, like 4 times.
Oh my gosh! Stop it.
I'm super excited to see the Found Cottage. We're doing a YouTuber. Just
I was like, I'll come back for it. Sorry.
This is the problem when we get together.
I was trying to do that to you too last year.
I forgot about that. Look at that. Are you guys friends? Are you guys friends?
Not
I was like,
anymore.
this room is so cute, but I'm gonna come back for it. Let me see if I find anything better. And now she's got it.
Have you found anything yet?
I found a few things. She took them up to the
Oh, okay. I don't know. My goodness, I'm looking at all of these like ironstone pieces. Look at this thick, chunky bowl. So beautiful. Vintage cream stoneware bowl. $14, I don't feel like is bad for something that looks this quality. They've got little cute pictures over here. I wonder if these are real too. It's hard to tell. They're a little bit thin, but then look at these cuties up here. $14 for this little baby. And then of course, this is like my favorite style. $16 for an extra small little crock. Anyway, I thought you guys might want to see these. So I'm truly just blown away by this store. I was just talking with Sarah Simons, she's from Grace in My Space, but about how I feel like each one of these booths, I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I could never put something like this together. And it almost makes me feel like a little bit inadequate. But then I remember that like I am my own person, I have my own home, you know, these people have their own homes. And although like I could never do this, I could not create something that looks just like this or that is as beautiful as this, there could be areas of my life that they may feel the same way about, you know, like as much as I would love to replicate this, like we feel so blessed in our life, you know, and there are things like I was talking to her about how it reminds me of the body and how we are each like a different part of the body and how we all work together to make our lives important and beautiful and glorifying to the Lord, and how like they
do such a beautiful job with glorifying the Lord in these spaces, just in the same way that I can glorify the Lord with my own space. And it makes me feel a little bit inadequate, but it's also really encouraging, and it makes me really grateful for all that the Lord has taught me about creating beauty in spaces, and it just feels like a little taste of heaven being here. Oh my gosh, look at this beautiful botanical area. Oh my gosh, it's like a whole garden. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Look at how gorgeous. So pretty. I love these little terracotta pots too. Listen y'all, I'm gonna be saying beautiful, gorgeous, cool, amazing, cute like 800 times in this video, so just forgive me. Oh my word. Oh, I love how they put the pictures like right on here. Is that not the coolest thing? Oh, you know what? I might actually get some gardening tools because mine are kind of going down the drain. I'm like loving this booth. I don't know what it is about like this color, kind of like tan. Looks so good with, y'all know that I love an American flag. But I think that this color, this might be my favorite color of all time. It's so pretty. This basket itself is amazing. Let's see. 100. I mean, I can't take it with me anyway, but dang. These swimsuits too are so cute. Look at the little gingham. Y'all know I'm obsessed with gingham. Okay, look at all these beautiful thrifted clothes. So pretty. I'm loving this one. How do you even wear this? They're not cheap, but they're not bad when you think about if you were to buy a shirt like at the mall or something. Okay, so I hit the jackpot. I found this beautiful bowl. I don't know if it's actually antique, but it's gorgeous and it's $24. This is what I've been looking for, but I was actually kind of looking for like a real one. But under it, I found the little baby stool of my dreams that I've been looking for. I will say it's $99, but unfortunately I can't even buy it because I can't fit it in my suitcase, but this is what I'm looking for. This might be one of my favorite pieces in the whole store. Isn't that so beautiful? A little painting of 2 horses and a donkey. I love this little end table too. It looks like it's not old, but it's like gorgeous. A little pricey, but I would love 2 of these on either side of our bed. Look at these cute little, I don't know if these are like table linens or what, but there's this big kind of like buffalo chick and then this little gingham and more of like a teal color. So pretty. The Americana girl inside of me is so happy. You find anything cute?
Very French.
Yes. Very French for being so American. I love this quilt. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm not even a red person, but this would be so cute. Look at this. So whimsical in here. Adorable. Okay, I'm trying on a couple of shirts that I found in their like little thrifted clothing department. I really did like this long sleeve one. It's kind of like slouchy, and y'all know I love a slouch. And then there was this linen one. You guys are gonna kill me. These are the only 2 things that I bought. This dress. I love this wall behind you. So cute with all the pendants. I used to like love pendants.
Totally see that.
I picture like whites for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but
If it were like boy
and then
things.
yeah, this is
Toys
the one that Kimmy convinced me to get.
Ooh.
That Cammy's making you get?
She's making me.
See it? That's like a laundry hamper, right? Is that what you're gonna use it for?
I think it's a little small for that. She said it's the perfect waste basket. Like
Oh.
waste basket.
Yeah, that could be good. Awesome.
There's a blanket I'm thinking of getting.
Here? Right now?
Should I go get it?
Blanket.
Should I show it to
You can't come back. It's not gonna be here next time. I'm gonna be the most boring person in the world, and at the home decor mecca, I'm going to be buying 2 pieces of clothing. What are you gonna use it for?
We don't need to know.
We don't need to
Don't ask so
know.
many questions.
You are gonna get it, the unique piece, or no,
In our
rare
schoolroom,
piece.
we have a really long table, and this feels kind of playful.
So
I feel all the
cute.
blues and with
Listen, I was looking at that too.
I just like it.
Okay, we are officially done. Everybody is loading up all of their goodies. Look at all this goodness. As Sarah said, all of this texture going into the bag. We're probably gonna wind up having like baskets upon baskets on top of us in the car.